From the greatest sports town in modern history, New York City. Welcome to the most exhilarating sports talk on YouTube today. The Entertainer, talking sports. So mute your device, dial your phone, and prepare yourself for the pinnacle of sports talk on YouTube. The Entertainer, talking sports. Monday nights, only on YouTube.
Stand up, New York sports fans, and we are back. What is going on, Bavit? What is going on? The Sports Reaction, Central Coast Climber. Ronaldo's in the house. Cushman's in the house. I saw Stuck in the 80s in the house. I'm all red. I was holding that stand up for way too long. Jeremy Newsbaum in the house. Fury in the house. Eric Wright in the house. Luke in the house. Mike Nixon. Damn, you held. I did. I said I want to try to break the world record. Rover Sports. Do me a favor, Rover. Stand up. Jonathan in the house. Everybody check out Rover if you got a chance. Jeremy's in the house. MH. Cinnamon Rolls. Dylan Renner. Rover Bear, yes, I appreciate that. Seahawks Blitz. Anybody new to the channel, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Let's spike that like. Hit that big red button. Ring that bell. Dog Tag in the house. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I've had that intro now for about 2 or 3 weeks. And I think I saw Stuck in the 80s ask me who did it. That was actually Texas Liberty. Slick Nick in the house. Big Green in the house. And there he is. That's his new channel, by the way, The Sports Reaction, if you want to check it out. True story. What's going on as we're watching the end of the first half between Michigan State and Texas Tech. I was thinking about calling this, but I said I want to get the call-in show back up and running. We'll see if, probably won't get a ton of people because people are probably watching the game, but we'll see how it goes. Jack Pollock in the house. Who's Mark in the house? What's going on, my man? Mustard Bus. Everybody do me a favor. Check them out if you get a chance. And, it was Texas Liberty. So, today, the Mets did pretty well. Mets had a nice comeback win. As you guys saw, I went live with the reaction. Nice little come-from-behind win. We got the NFL draft coming up. On Monday, I'll be calling the national championship game, which I'm really looking forward to. Joe Lutz in the house. What's going on, my man? Entertainer. What are your thoughts of Jeffrey Simmons in the second? He's a guy that I would look at in the second round. Not at 17. Second round. Cushman in the house. What's going on? Rover Sports is great. Here we go. And I already got a call. No, people call before I post the number. And we are going to post the number now, and here it is. 914-481-3540. The reason not many people are watching is No, I know. That's cool. Whatever. 914-481-3540. Hold on 1 second. Let me get to that. First caller, you're on live. Thank you for calling in. What is going on?
Entertainers talking sports. What's good, my brother?
Mike Nixon, our first caller tonight. How you been, buddy?
I've been good, man. I've been waiting for this.
What's up, man?
So you see my little article I sent you, right?
Yes.
Right. Here's the thing. Because there's another rumor surfacing that also said that Arizona is considering keeping Rosen and drafting Kyler Murray.
Right.
Like, I think that is completely. I think it's completely stupid.
That's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. They're gonna. Cause this is the problem with doing that with that theory. They're gonna say that because they're trying to get the most as they possibly can. I want to say hello to Anthony Marchuka.
Right.
I want to say hello to Tevin, Anthony Marchuka, who's Mark, Timothy. Thank you guys, Big Green. Thank you for tuning in the stream. They're going to trade him. It's just a matter of they're trying to get the most they possibly can. If they're taking Murray, they may not be taking Murray. It could be a smokescreen. They may not take Murray.
Just like what I sent you. Some apparently somebody within the NFL talking to another source that's saying that Arizona might be leaning towards not doing that, not drafting Kyler at 1, and instead they will go and draft Quinnen Williams at 1.
Yeah, I've heard Bosa. I've heard Quinnen. We'll see what happens. It's interesting, though, if they don't take Kyler. Could Kyler somehow fall to the Giants? Would they take him? Now, I am reading on Twitter, I almost made a video on this, but I decided not to, that they're now saying Dwayne Haskins' stock is really falling, and that him being ranked as high as he is media-driven, and they say a lot of experts, I guess, teams, supposedly, and who knows, we all know that, draft talk before the draft is nonsense, and it could be all lies.
Yeah.
But they're saying a lot of people have him ranked third on their board at the quarterback position, so that gets me thinking, is it possible that Haskins falls in our lap at 17? I mean, is it possible? But we'll see.
See, I can see it, but then to me, I feel like Haskins won't go past if Cincinnati doesn't take him out of. Say we pass on him and Cincinnati passes on him. I don't see him getting past Miami at 13.
It depends. I mean, if they like Drew Lock more and he's there, now Drew Lock's probably could go to the Broncos. That's where I have him mocked right now.
Yeah.
But it all depends, But I mean, worst case scenario, if they don't love Haskins at 6, it's possible he falls to him at 17, and then that you could take him there if you want. But it's just interesting, to read about. And like I said, it's all speculation. Yeah. It's all rumors. Nobody knows anything right now. I mean, everybody's talking smoke.
Yeah, I just seen that. And I was like, shit. I figured I sent it to you. I sent it to Kid Blue. Honestly, literally, that's about all I do every day. Is just look up rumors and stuff. Look up any news, man. Because football is my passion.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Eat, sleep, and breathe it, man. That's my passion. The funny thing is, it used to be basketball, but now I just love football. I love football. I've always loved football, but my love is growing more and more to it.
Yeah, I can't wait for the draft. It's only less than 3 weeks away now, so
I know
it's gonna be here before you know it, and I'm just excited for it, man. I can't wait, and we'll see what happens. A lot of different scenarios, as you've seen with my videos, that they could potentially do, and there's even more than that. I mean, I didn't even get into the scenario where they take a quarterback at 17, which I think is certainly possible. A lot of people actually think that will be what happens.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's gonna fly by. It's gonna fly by. Like I said, all I do is look up news. I look up mock drafts. I mean, I know mocks don't really mean nothing, but I just like to look at them just to get other people's opinions. You know what I mean?
I hear you, man.
Of what they think that teams are gonna do.
It's just funny to me how mock drafts can change off of nothing. I mean, 2 weeks, a month ago, people had Haskins going potentially 1 overall with teams trading up. Now you're reading people saying he could drop to the mid-first round. You're reading that Murray is the best quarterback. 3 weeks ago, people were saying that Murray is barely a first-round pick. It's just crazy to me. I mean, because he had a good. How do people's opinions change that much off a pro day? It's just crazy to me. It's crazy.
It really is. Like, even what Bad Dog's saying, I agree with him. I mean, some of the stuff that you do in your pro day does mean a little bit, and what you do in the combine means a little bit. But people do overhype it. But I mean, I still like to enjoy to watch it just to see. You know what I mean? And shit, I just can't wait, man. I just can't wait. It's gonna be Jack's going to be great. Honestly, I never, this is the first time to me that I'm feeling the number 1 pick has a big outcome of how at least the top 10 is going to pan out. And I don't remember any draft before with the number 1 pick having so much reflecting on the 10th pick, because usually by now within the couple weeks, it's almost clear.
Last year it wasn't clear. I mean, nobody thought Baker.
Sure. Well, I'm gonna lead you into a little something. I knew about Baker going to the Browns 3 hours before the draft.
Well, 3 hours before. But I'm saying at this time last year, nobody thought Baker was going 1.
True. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
This is great, man.
Yeah.
This is by far the best time of the year, bro.
Oh, it's great. You got March Madness closing up. I can't wait for I'll be calling the
NBA playoffs.
Baseball just got started. Now we got the NFL draft around the corner, and then you got, as a Knicks fan, I'm ultra excited for NBA free agency and the draft, and it's going to be a really fun next couple of months. So I'm really looking forward to it.
for sure.
Mike,
And I'm gonna,
go ahead. I'm gonna close it out. But go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I'm gonna be with you a whole step of the way, man.
Yeah, I appreciate, man. I appreciate all the support.
But yeah, I'll let you go. Say I know everybody want to call you, but I just want to say before I leave, everybody sub this man up. He's a great dude, and I love watching your videos, bro. You're a great man.
I appreciate that, Mike. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for the kind words.
No problem, brother. You have a good one.
All right. What's going on, Pat 1984? I see Viv's in the chat. I got to meet Viv at a Knicks game, who's Mark, of course, as well. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
What's up? Who's this?
Mustard Boss.
Mustard Bus. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad. Just got home from work, having a beer. Just started watching your stream.
Let me just answer this question real quick. Somebody just asked me. We're going to do it on separate channels, actually, Eric. We're each going to do that game because we have such a time difference on CBS that we want it to come out right. So for that game, he's going to do it, and I'm going to do it. We're going to do it separately. But go ahead, man. What's up?
Not much. I kind of feel bad. I feel like I haven't shown your Bad Dog any love pretty much since football season, so I wanted to jump on today.
Oh, nothing to feel bad about, man. You've shown me tons of love. You always pop into my, don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. What's up?
But sports-wise, I actually was going to ask for some advice.
Okay.
As this is the year I'm kind of trying to get into baseball, since the Hornets suck and football season's a ways off. So, as a first-year Atlanta Braves fan, who do I root for? And I guess give me a prediction on the Braves.
First-year Atlanta. What do you mean? What do you mean? Who do you root for? Who do you root against? You mean, or what do you mean?
Well, I know Freddie Freeman and Ozzie Albies. Other than that, I'm pretty much clueless.
Well, Freeman's by far your best player. But you have a really good young team. You have a lot of good young up-and-coming talent. I think the Braves, personally, last year overachieved. They won 90 games. They won the division. I really do think this. I think the Braves will still be pretty good, but I don't think they'll win the division this year. I don't. I have you guys finishing third in the division, but you certainly could. You guys have a well-rounded roster. You're not great anywhere, but you're well-rounded. You have a solid team. And then what was...
I do know... sorry, you go.
No, what was I forgot. What was the second part of that question?
I was basically just going to ask you to predict the Braves. That was about it.
Oh, yeah, no,
I know Bryce Harper signing with the Phillies hurt us because I know we have to play him 1,000 times a year.
Yeah, well, the Phillies, the Phillies have a great lineup, but their pitching, I think, is suspect. They have two good starters at the top, but other than that, their bullpen is mediocre. I don't think the Phillies are as unbeatable as a lot of people may think.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, they obviously have firepower.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's weird rooting for an Atlanta team, always being a Hornets and a Panthers fan. Now I'm rooting for the team in Atlanta.
Right.
I've always hated them.
Who do you want your Panthers to draft, by the way?
I don't think this year is going to be a very sexy draft. I think it'll all be maybe offensive linemen, defensive ends, try to replace what Thomas Davis brought.
Right.
I like our secondary with Bradbury and Dante Johnson. I think we could add some depth. But I think this will not be a sexy draft for the Panthers. I think it'll be a whole lot of big dudes and maybe some safeties and cornerbacks.
So you think you guys could go corner there at 16? I could see that too. I could see that.
Maybe not corner. I was thinking more either offensive lineman or safety.
Yeah.
But really outside of quarterback and running back, we could pretty much just go best player available.
Yeah, you guys could easily go pass rusher. Like if Montez Sweat fell there, you could go ham. You go pass rusher too at 16. You go a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You guys are
absolutely.
You guys are a tough team to mock for.
Yeah.
You guys are tough.
I don't think there's anywhere we're stacked outside of running back.
Right. And you're not going quarterback, obviously.
No, at least not in the first round.
You could go wide receiver. I don't think you will, but you could.
I would like to get a wide receiver in the third, fourth round, but I think on a wide receiver we're pretty much going DJ Moore or Curtis Samuel. Either they're going to be legit or we're going to be another 8-8 team.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. What you watching this tournament at all?
Tournament, Duke and Carolina both got eliminated, so
those are your teams. You're from
I
Carolina.
kind of watch on and off, but I watched more of the Braves today than I did the tournament.
Right. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to see it. I heard that the Auburn game was crazy. The end of it, I was at work, so I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I think the dude got fouled in a 3-pointer.
Yeah,
but I'm sure I'll watch the replay.
Yeah. Hopefully they show it at halftime. But yeah, man. Anything else, buddy?
I guess that's about it. I'll let you get to other people, but I appreciate you having me on.
Of course, man. And anybody that wants to have a good laugh going over to Mustard Bus, I appreciate the call, buddy.
I appreciate it, dude. Thank you.
All right, have a good one. I've been a Red Sox fan since 2012. All right. Yes, we did. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
I think you already know who the voice is by now. It's ATO Braves' very own A. Fields of Productions up in this thing.
What's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy?
Other than her, trying to get pull one out of our ass, get some more on us tonight, man.
Yeah, man. You always show me a lot of support, man. I really appreciate it. So what do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about the Braves.
Let's talk about the Braves. Let's go.
All right. I think once we get at full capacity, because like we do got little injuries here and there. I'm not trying to blame injuries or anything, but I think once we get at full capacity, I think we're going to be a force to reckon with in the NL East. I think it will come down between the Braves and the Phillies. But then again, I'm not sold on the Phillies long term. I know they got Bryce Harper, but at the same time, even if they do make the playoffs, we would think that Bryce Harper, NLDS, might come back and haunt them though.
Yeah, I don't know. I like you guys, the Braves. You guys. I mean, obviously, you got to give you guys a chance. You won the division last year, and I'll say this about the Braves. I think the Braves have the best all-around roster in the division. I'll give you that.
Right.
But I don't know. I didn't think you guys were great before the season started. I thought you guys overachieved. You guys are definitely going to be in the race. You'll be in there. I think it's three teams. A lot of people seem to think the Nationals are going to be in. I don't. I think it's going to be the Mets, the Phillies, and the Braves. I think those are going to be the three teams. I think the Mets are for real. I don't think they're going to fall apart this year if they don't have injuries. I think they'll be in the race until the end. And I think the Phillies and Braves will be as well. I think it's going to be a three-team race this year.
Yeah, the whole saying, keep a close eye on your enemy. I've been keeping up with y'all in the Phillies and the Nationals. I think the Nationals will be good, but losing the key pieces, can they withstand the long run? We usually have to say. I think they have a winning record, but as far as playoffs, I don't know. For your Mets, hey, same ordeal with the Braves. Y'all stay healthy, y'all can legit have a chance. So
yeah,
y'all looking good. Y'all looking good out the gate though. I gotta give y'all credit on that. Y'all been handling the Nationals as of late though.
Well, the key to the Mets is the young talent. You gotta hope Pete Alonso continues to rip. You gotta hope that Rosario takes a step forward. If Rosario has a big, I think Alonso's for real. And if Rosario could take a step forward and they could stay healthy, and that bullpen could pitch better. The bullpen has not been great this year so far. Familia gave up 4 runs today. It was disgusting. So their bullpen's been a weakness, but I think their bullpen is at least average. If that improves and their young talent, like Rosario to me is a huge factor. And then of course if Cespedes could come back at some point would be a nice addition to this team. But I like the Mets. I do. I like their roster. I don't think they're world beaters, but the thing I like about the Mets, if they get in with that pitching, they got a chance to win the World Series. If they can get in. But but your Braves are definitely talented. I'll say this, for the next 5 years, I think the Braves are set up much better than anybody else in the division.
I agree. You said Cespedes been hurt though?
Yeah, Cespedes is going to be out till like July.
Probably. Oh, no one I've seen him this year then.
Yeah, he's going to be out till at least late July, early August. Yeah. But, they could use that bat for sure. But, I mean, Alonso's making up for it right now. But, he's got to keep it going.
Exactly. Yeah, y'all just need to just capitalize on that after April. Because I like to have our matchups be competitive going down the line, though, for the NL East and all that. I like to see that competitiveness.
Yeah.
And, we're gonna see y'all next week, so we're gonna get our first track against y'all. I think it's gonna set the tone early.
Yeah, well, the NL East, I mean, it's always nice when it's competitive. I mean, you're a Braves fan. Those late 90s and 2000s races with the Mets and Braves were great. The Mets and Phillies races were great. And I think it's going to be competitive this year. I really do. I think it's going to be a really fun season for the Mets and Braves and Phillies fans. I think it's going to be a 3-horse race, and it's going to be a great year.
Yeah, could very well be.
But anything else, buddy?
Oh, that'd be all. I'm not going to talk about the NFL right now. I'll just wait for the draft to come around, see what happens there.
Yeah, we'll wait.
I just want to talk about it.
We'll wait a couple of weeks on that.
Yeah, I just want to talk about baseball right now.
All right, my man. Thank you so much.
One more thing. One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Auburn got robbed.
I got to see the replay. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I heard that he like stepped in. He stepped in the way or something when he was shooting a 3 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, I got to see the replay. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm gonna let you get a chance to see it. But that's what I want to talk to you about, man.
I appreciate the call, man. Everybody, please check out Fizzle's channel, by the way. Thank you so much for the call.
All right, you take care, man.
All right, have a good one. All right. Next caller. I've seen this guy trying to call him for a while. What's going on? Who's this?
It's John Latorno, entertainer.
John, big Philly guy. What's going on, my man? How you doing? Just want to say hello to Let's Go Champ in the house. He says, I do like Chase Winovich. I know Rover Sports loves him. I don't know if I like him at 17 like he does. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up, man? How about our Phillies and the Mets right now, man? The Phillies were going through a stretch where they were averaging over 7 runs a game until today, and I'm a little nervous about our bullpen because we gave up that game against the Nationals when we came back and then fucking walked 3 guys and then hit one, they had 1 hit and then walked 3 guys and walked in the winning run. So we are a little bit shaky with that. But
well, that's your weakness. Lineup, you guys are better than anybody, but your weakness is going to be your pitching, and that could hamper you guys. I think you guys will address it at the deadline if you're in contention, which I fully expect you guys to be. I think you'll bolster the bullpen, but it's going to be. I don't think anybody's running away with the division. I really don't. I think every team has their deficiencies, and I don't think any team is a world beater. I mean, a lot of people want to think that the Phillies are because they added all these big names, but you guys are weak where it matters most, in my opinion, and that's pitching and bullpen. Right. So I don't think you guys are going to run away with anything. I think it's going to be a very close division. I would say you guys are the slight favorite, but I don't think anybody's a world beater in the division.
You know what I think? I think everybody's sleeping on the Nationals. I heard you say that it's probably going to be a 3-team race, but the Nationals are going to have an input on what one of us is going to be sitting in or sitting out. You know what I mean? Because they still got Rendon, they still got that young kid.
Soto.
Yeah, Soto. Yeah, he's awesome, man.
He can hit.
Yeah, he can hit. But Harper right now, he's batting over 400 right now. I can't believe how well he's been batting, man.
Oh, Harper's great. Harper's fantastic.
And Hoskins, man. But I'm a little nervous about your Mets, man. They keep winning, man.
Well, the Mets so far, I'm not gonna get too excited. They started 11-1 last year before injuries set in and the bullpen wore out. But, the Mets got a good team. I knew that from the start of the year, and it's still way too early to say that they're legit. Right. But I think the Mets are going to be competitive all year. I think that their starting pitching is probably the best in the division.
Right, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Were you surprised that the Phillies were averaging over 7 runs a game in the first 7 games that we played?
That's a little high, but I knew you guys were going to have a potent offense. I mean, with all the All-Stars you guys got on that team and the ballpark you play in, you guys are going to hit your fair share of home runs.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, what do you think are you sold yet that the Giants are going to get a quarterback, or are you already thinking they're going to get somebody else for that 6th pick?
No, I'm not sold at all. I would be leaning that they're not going to take a quarterback at this point at 6.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm hoping. I mean, in my dream scenario, Quinn Williams falls to the Giants at 6. Right. And I think it's possible. I do. A lot of mocks have him falling further than that, which is crazy to me. I think he's the best player in the draft. But either Quinn Williams or Devin White would be the ideal pick at this point, in my opinion, for the Giants at 6. Yeah,
I agree with that. But like always, man, you and Bad Dog are the best New York fans, New York streamers on here, man. So everybody stand up for the entertainer and Bad Dog. Yeah, man.
I appreciate that, John. I really appreciate that. Thank you for being a great part of the channel. I always appreciate that, my man.
No problem, man. You're the man.
All right,
catch you later, man.
Thanks for the call, my man. Giants need D. Yeah, well, they certainly need D. The Giants' D the last few years has been awful. Awful. And I see whose Mark says Giants need a quarterback. They do, and they definitely could take one. I don't think they're going to take one at 6. What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. Who's this?
Hello?
Hello? Prank call?
Hello?
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 3. If you say hello again, I'm hanging up. 3, 2. Say something else.
Hi.
Okay, goodbye. All right. Let's take the next caller. I think this is Who's Mark. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. Who's Mark? Who's Mark?
You hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, how you doing, entertainer?
I'm good, my man. How you been?
I'm all right, man. I'm here watching the Final Four. You know, it's pretty good because of the defense. And
I'll tell you, I've been watching Texas Tech, the last few games, and they play unbelievable defense.
yeah, it's their defense will keep them in the game, as you can see. But speaking of Texas Tech and our team, you know what's so crazy? I realize as a New York fan, just in all sports,
Right.
I feel like when we're rooting for our team, we can't really root for them until like they're 75% a winning team.
What do you mean?
Meaning that we're always on our heels for them to win games every game, and
yeah.
we can never be slightly confident.
Oh yeah,
that we're gonna have a good year.
That's New York fans. I mean, that's just the way it works. I mean, we are the most passionate fans in my opinion. The New York fans are the best fans in all sports because they live and die with their sports teams, and they're going to tell you when their team sucks, and they're going to tell you when they're great, and that's what I love about New York.
And it's the kid that you had on. I think the first caller,
Mike Nixon.
He sounded like he was on Suicide Watch.
What?
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the way how he's feeling about his Giants is how I'm feeling about my Knicks.
Oh God, I remember I listened to Sim's show the day after they traded Porzingis, and I was ready to give you the hotline number to a Suicide Watch number. I mean, you were. Yeah, me too. I was upset too. You were crazy. I mean, you were passionate.
And reason why is the way the draft is set up. You know, we're officially the worst team in NBA history. In Knicks history.
Right.
But the chances of us getting the 5th pick is what, 70%? No, is it 70%? No, 50%.
I think it's 50 because we have a. I think we have.
Yeah, it is 50. It is 50.
Yeah, it's about 50% we finished with the 4th pick, and then 50% we finished in the top 3.
So my thing is, right, the fact that we don't have luck in New York sports at all, because I feel bad for Giants fans because I'm a Giants fan too, so let me put myself in that boat. They're going to end up keeping Eli for the next 2 years.
It's possible. I this year definitely. It's possible.
I feel like something bad has to happen to Eli for them to get off his wagon.
I'll say this: if Eli, it's going to come down to Eli. I think this year, if he plays bad, I think the fan base will force the Giants to move on. If he plays good, he's going to play another year probably. I think you're right. That's what it comes down to.
Even if this year we're going to be bad. Put it like that. We're going to be bad.
We'll see.
Right?
See. I don't know.
So,
I don't know yet.
I think this year is like a year for Eli to just like go out there and play, and we get another lottery pick next year. For next year. That's why I feel like when they get this team together in some sort, I feel like he's going to have another year or two with the Giants, unless he, get an injury.
So you're basically saying you think that by the fact the Giants are keeping Eli, you think that they're tanking.
Yeah, they have loyalty to Eli. It's something about the Manning family they're just not going to get. They're so prestigious as a family that they're just not going to they're going to wait till Eli say, I'm done. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I think it has. I mean, I get that the Manning family. I think it has a little less to do with that and more to do with the fact that he won us 2 Super Bowls, and that's what it comes down to.
That and them having a brother that was prestigious in the NFL.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And they're not gonna get rid of Eli like New York got rid of Carmelo or some sort. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Carmelo he never won anything here.
He never won anything, but, we didn't have to get rid of him, but, it is what it is.
Right. But, I think I think this is last year. If I had to guess, I think this is his last year. But you never know.
Eli been bad for 3 years, bro. It's like it's written on the wall. It's the same thing with Carmelo. He's been bad for the last 3 years prior, out of his prime, and we just kept on to him. Matter of fact, we gave him money that we should never gave him.
Oh, that was a horrible contract. Horrible contract.
So I feel like it's going to be the same thing with Eli. But back to my Knicks theory and my whole, me being on suicide watch till May 14th. And Kevin Durant, he bothers me. He's making my life a living hell. Because, like I told people, if nothing happens, that was a bad trade. And I will be, if we don't get those two, I will be removing myself as a New York Knicks fan because...
No, stop. No, you're not going to do that.
Entertainer, I am so serious.
You can't do that. They're going to get Durant first, though, so you don't got to worry, bud.
Listen, until he put his signature on that paper, I would feel a little more better.
Oh, he's going to be... You mark it down right now. Kevin Durant's going to be a Knick. He's going to be a Knick.
So now, when it comes to the draft, right, I feel like the Knicks is going to do something incredibly, not stupid, but more of a fit to the team. And I feel like, because the Culver kid that's playing right now, if we end up getting the second pick, they're going to end up taking him.
No.
They're going to end up taking him.
No.
You want me to tell you why?
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. But go ahead.
Let me tell you why. Number one, they're scouting him right now.
Maybe they're scouting him if they get the fourth pick.
No. I'm gonna tell you why, because it's more of a necessity thing with the Knicks now. If they get Kevin Durant and Kyrie, right? You're not gonna go for Morant because number one, he's small, and he has defensive deficiencies. He's never gonna be a good defender.
Right.
No,
I don't know if I wouldn't, but I get the logic behind it.
Yeah, everything. When Kevin Durant comes, right, everything's gonna be about a fit, and everything's gonna be ramped up. Everything's gonna be ramped up. Like all these young talent that we have, very few of them gonna be here. So I want everybody to brace themselves. So the reason why they're gonna go for Culver, because he is the best 3-and-D guy in college coming out.
To me, if they have a top 3 pick, it's going to be obviously Zion, Barrett, or Morant. It's one of those two.
I think they're not going to go for. They're not going to take Barrett. They're not. It's going to be more of a fit thing. And what made me think like that is because number one, we don't have a 2 guard. Culver plays the 2.
Yeah, but Barrett could play the 2.
But Barrett don't fit with Kevin Durant because his style of play.
Maybe. I think the Knicks have to take best available. When you're picking that high in the draft, you take best player.
But guess what? They're gonna do what Boston did when they picked Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown that year when they took him, he's supposed to go 8. They took him 3 or 4? 3 or 4, I believe.
I'll tell you, if they do that, Knicks fans will erupt.
I don't think they're gonna erupt because
hopefully they get the number 1 pick and we don't got to worry about it.
Yeah. I would trade that number 1 pick if it was me, honestly.
You're not a Zion guy.
It's not that I'm a Zion guy. It's just that, what would you want? You want a proven 25-year-old stud in Anthony Davis? Or do you want someone that's gonna...
But how... Because I haven't looked enough into this, and I'm going to pick up the Knick content soon. What do they have to do? Because that's the dream scenario. You get AD, Kyrie, and Durant.
Number one...
How does that happen?
Number one, when we land both of them, when we land Kyrie and Kevin Durant, that's our max slot being taken away. So what they will do now, right? You have Dennis Smith that's getting paid about, I'd say $5 to $7 million. You got Kevin Knox, another $5 to $7 million. Then you have the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick get at least, I think they get 8 to 9. So Anthony Davis' contract is $25 million right now, right?
That I know.
So what they're gonna do is, and what made that trade so significant was those Dallas picks. And the reason why those Dallas picks are valuable for the next year and two, because the third year, I say 2021, Dallas is going to be a good team. Dallas is going to be a good team in the next 3 years. So what you want to do is use those picks as soon as possible, because they're sweetener now. They're very valuable now.
Right.
So,
Oh, you think they're going to trade those picks?
Oh, you have to, and I will. Like, listen, man. When you land Kevin Durant, he's 30 years old. This is what people are not understanding.
It's a win-now team.
He's 30. Huh?
The second you get him, you're a win-now team.
Yeah, you're a win-now team. So he comes from Golden State, where he's used to winning now. That's because he's 30 years old. He's not young anymore. So Kevin Durant has a good 4 years of maximum prime.
Right.
That you could squeeze out of him.
Right.
Kyrie's a little different. Kyrie got a good, if he stays out, a good 7 years, because he's 27, I believe. He's 27.
Okay.
Anthony Davis, 20. He's going on 26. So what Kevin Durant is going to want? He's going to want these proven players. He's not coming here to play with Dennis Smith Jr. He's not going to. That's why that second slot was so important, because he's not going to trust anybody that's not proven.
Right.
And Kyrie.
Well, he's gonna do the same thing LeBron did when he forced them to get rid of Wiggins to get Kevin Love.
Yeah.
If they could get those three, you sign up for that in a second. That's what it comes down to.
As everybody likes Kevin Knox, he's not going to be what people. Everybody has him this all-star type player. No.
Well, I know you're not. You're not a Knox guy. I'm not a huge Knox guy. I think he's good. I don't think he's great.
He's okay.
Yeah, he's okay. But I'm gonna let you go because I got a bunch of people calling in, Mark. But I just want to say thank you so much for the call, man. Always love talking Knicks with you, buddy.
Giants fans, Knicks fans, brace yourselves. It's gonna be a rough summer.
All right, my man. Thank you for the call. Have a good one. And that was Who's Mark, the legendary diehard Knicks fan. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up, entertainer?
What's going on? Who's this?
This is Barbowski, man.
Oh, what's going on, Barbowski? How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm living over here behind enemy lines over here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of these Eagle fans and Philly fans, but
I hear you.
But yeah, man, I was glad to see you guys win tonight, the Mets.
Yeah, the Mets played well today. They blew the lead, but they came back. They showed some fight, and that was a big win today.
Yeah, I'm watching my Yankees play right now. I just took the lead against the Orioles. They're a little beat up with the injuries, but I think if they could stay afloat, they have a lot of talent to contend again this year. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on the Mets and that division. But I'm just going to talk about the Giants, man.
Yeah, man, I'm always up for talking Giants, buddy.
I was hearing your last caller and talk about Eli, and I respect everybody's opinion, and I'm one of those guys that I'm kind of torn with Eli. Obviously, we all love him for what he's done and the guy he is, on and off the field. But obviously, he's not playing, like he used to. But at the same time, we have to admit, the Giants haven't, put players around him over the years.
Listen, man, I'll be the first to tell you. I just want to say hello to Lolly Mack. She said entertainer with the green and red. I appreciate that. What's going on, Lolly? This is what I'll say about Eli Manning. Eli Manning, he's part of the problem. He's 38. He's he's old. They need to start thinking about his replacement. But he's not the main problem. People are going to say he's the main problem because he's the quarterback, and the quarterback always takes the blame, just like he gets all the credit when you win. I could argue, like you go down the list. Everybody gave Kurt Warner all the credit with the Rams. You could certainly argue Marshall Faulk was the most important player in that team. So you know what I'm saying? Like you get all the credit when you win. You get killed when you lose. And yes, he's not perfect. He's not the best. But in my opinion, with the proper foundation, can he still win? Yes. The problem is, I don't think they're gonna be able to get him that foundation, but until it's too late, and that's the problem. Man.
Yeah.
We'll see, but
I agree with that. I think they did a pretty good thing getting Barkley and shoring up his offensive line, and The longer we get, or the closer we get to this draft, I'm believing we're not going to draft a quarterback, man. I believe they're just gonna, they're gonna show up the defense and hopefully get that right tackle. But yeah, man, I don't think they're gonna draft that quarterback this year.
Well, I'll say this: if they don't take a quarterback at 6, I don't want them to take a quarterback. Unless somebody falls at 17, but I don't want you trading up. I don't want you trading up from 17. If you're not gonna commit to one at 6, don't take one. I don't want you wasting 37 on a quarterback. Don't take a quarterback.
I'm with you on that, especially when I think about, like, I don't want them to move up into the top 5 to get a quarterback. And give up assets. But I'll say this about a quarterback: if they believe one of the other guys, like what is it, Jones or Greer, if they're sold on one of those guys and they believe, oh, this is the guy, then I'm okay with drafting a quarterback. But don't just take a quarterback just to take a quarterback. For that, I'm good with just, playing with Eli and just continuing to bring young guys in, because that's been part of the problem, is the Giants have been missing on drafts so much with Jerry Reese. I mean, Jerry Reese, he started off good, but obviously his drafts, in the last several years were horrible, and we have, like, no players from those drafts, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main problem that Giants have had. So they have to turn that around, and hopefully Gettleman will start doing that. He did a pretty good job last year with that draft. And
this is what I'll say. If we want any, you could think of it from one of two ways. Everybody knows I don't love Haskins. I don't think he's great. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. So I will not be upset if they take him. But if you are a Giants fan who wants them to have a chance to compete to make the playoffs next year, you don't want them taking quarterback. You don't want them taking quarterback because if they could use those first 3 picks on defense and getting the right tackle, that's their best chance to be a competitive football team next year. If they take a quarterback, they're rebuilding. They're rebuilding if they take a quarterback, no doubt in my mind. Yep. Especially with Eli still on the roster.
Yeah. I mean, the only scenario I really like is taking Rosen with trading Rosen, trading for Rosen with that second round pick. Other than that, I definitely want to keep the 6th pick and the 17th pick.
Which is looking more and more unlikely. Everything you're reading says the Giants have lukewarm interest in him. They don't seem willing to give up the 37th pick. So I mean, you never know. It could be nonsense, but doesn't look like the Giants are going to get Rosen. Which I agree with you. I don't love Rosen, but the value I like. So but yeah, it doesn't look like it.
But yeah, man. Thanks for taking my call, man. I love your channel, man. I've been watching since you had less than 1,000 subscribers.
I know you have, man.
Keep what you're doing, man.
I always see your comment, man. I know that, man. And I'm going to get back to everybody's comments the last couple of days. Just been busy with work. But I appreciate the call, buddy. And thank you so much for calling. Thank you for supporting the channel. I really appreciate that.
All right. Have a good one.
All right. You too, my man. All right. Next caller. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
It is the artist formerly known as Stuck in the 80s.
Stuck in the 80s on the channel. We thought he went away, but he is back, apparently with a new channel. I think you said you're starting something tomorrow with the wrestling. What's up?
You are correct, sir. I am going to be I got my approval for live streaming, so I'm doing 5 hours of WrestleMania, so that should be a nice test on how long I can talk and possibly keep people interested.
Good stuff, my man. So what's up?
So what's all this stuff about Haskins' stock dropping? I must have missed that in my non-sports reaction world this week. What's up with that?
Yeah, no, it's on Twitter. Somebody, I could give you the exact link. I'll look it up right now. But basically, what happened was a talent evaluator. I don't remember if it was named or not. Let me find it real quick. But he came out and said that at this point, he didn't say every team thinks this way, but he basically insinuated that the media has driven up Haskins' value and that he's of the belief that now he's ranked 3rd by most teams at the quarterback position. That's what he basically said. Now, it could be nonsense, but, who knows? I mean, Kyler Murray of 3 weeks ago was ranked 4th by a lot of people. So, and he didn't even participate in the combine. He had a pro day. So, it's crazy right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen, to be honest with you, but it got me thinking. I'm like, if he's starting to drop, he maybe falls the Giants at 17. And at that point, it makes a lot of sense because you're not investing a lot of money in the kid. And, at that point, if he's not good, you could cut him in 2 years. Because at 17, you're only going to be paying him like $3 million a year.
It's true.
You know? But
I don't know. I have no idea which direction the Giants are going with all this misdirection, and now, like you said, the quarterbacks' rankings are constantly moving around, and we're not going to know what's going on until April. That's just the way it is, and I'm fine with that. I trust the Giants. I love the organization. I think it's either you or bad about to keep saying I'm not an Eli Manning fan. I love Eli, but I'm not following the team because of him. I'm following because of the team name on the jersey. So whatever they do, if it's Eli for 2 more years, oh, heaven help me, fine, whatever. I'll support the team.
Listen, man, I'm going to get behind Eli until he hangs it up. There's a lot of Giants fans that want him off the team, and I get it. They want a new direction. They want, especially with Barkley, you don't want to waste that rookie contract. I completely get it. But you know what? I'm a Met fan and I'm a Knicks fan. And they've never sniffed. Well, the Mets have sniffed, and the Knicks sniffed. They made a final since I've been watching. 2 finals since I've been watching the team. But they're not good teams. They've never won me a championship. Eli Manning won me 2. And, yeah, I know we need to think about the future, but if they decide to go with Eli, I'm going to ride with him till the end. That's the type of fan I am. He's my guy, and I'm going to ride with him till the end. That's it.
Me too, bro. He's got those 2 rings, and he beat the biggest, jerk off in New England, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right about that. Which one are you talking about, Belichick or Brady?
Yes.
Yeah.
Take your pick. Either or.
Yeah, take your pick is right.
So are you and Bad Dog doing the, I think I heard you, I was working on some WrestleMania crap, so I didn't quite catch it. Are you guys doing the championship Monday, or are you separate streaming because of possible lag issues?
We're going to separate because CBS, for some reason, on his TV, is like 20 seconds behind mine. So there's always, when I rewind it, we can't sync up. I'll rewind it, and then my TV will fast forward. So it keeps getting screwed up. So we said national championship, can't mess around with that. We'll just do it on 2 separate channels. And then everybody, I guess, could watch both of us. But the problem is mine's going to be like 15 seconds ahead of his. But
yeah, that's the best idea, dude. I tried watching a football game with my buddy over Skype, and I was 20 seconds ahead of him, and it was just, I'd be like, yes, and he's like, will you stop? I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
I'm watching it.
Right. Yeah.
Well, listen, I want to address the chat real quick because there's a lot of people that's a sport. It's stuck in the 80s. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. It's just, I posted a video on my channel today about why I left it. If you feel like watching it, great. If not, fine. But it's just, had to make the change. Chris, do a shout-out to you. I want to appreciate all the support you've had for that channel. Really appreciate it. And, thank you guys. But, I'm in a sports community. I'm doing movie stuff, and the movie channels just, they're kind of blah, and I just rather hang out with you guys. And I'm like, why do I keep doing this movie stuff if I'm hanging out with a sports group? So, there, I'll leave it at that.
No, I'll definitely support the new channel, man. I'll tell you, I'll take a look at the video when I get a chance.
Cool. I know you got a lot of people calling in, and I'm going to do a little dual dip in here and watch your stuff and try to watch Bad Dog at the same time, see how that works out. And you have a great weekend, brother.
All right, buddy. I appreciate the call, my man. Have a good one.
You too. Take care.
All right. All right. Next call. You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Sit down, New York Giant fan.
Whoa, Kristen,
I can't get. No. First of all, Chris, I can't get copyrighted. You know how YouTube is. I can't say stand up. It's your thing. So I'm gonna turn it into my thing. You guys want to say sit down? Just remember a Chris Senor.
Chris Senor always comes with a lot of energy the second he calls in. He comes with a lot of energy. This kid is very wound up. And he's actually going to be on the channel. I think Tuesday we were talking. We're going to do my first Madden stream, which should be a lot of fun.
My thumbs are, a little worked out. I think I may have sprained one, so I may have to miss it, Chris. And I'm just kidding.
So what's up, buddy? What's up?
No joke. Chris is no joke in Madden, but, I just want to, because, New York sports fan, you're a New York sports fan. I know like 95% of your chat is a New York sports fan. But I want to address, the Mets season right now. I honestly think you guys are going to go downhill. I'm 100% on it. Like, I'm being honest right now. Like, you guys are going to go downhill. Like, I don't know why, but I got a feeling, I think you guys have a Met curse. I think you have a Metropolitan curse.
I disagree. I think the Giants are going to be a good team in 2 years. I think with all the cap space, and I think they have a direction. Now, some people may not like that direction, but I think the Giants are going to be a very good team in 2 years. I really do. I honestly believe that.
I mean the Mets, the Metropolitans.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Giants. The Metropolitans? I mean, we're off to a 6-2 start. Why would you say that?
No, forget about the Giants. No, forget about them. They've been trash for a long time. But the Mets, I think honestly, Jacob deGrom's probably gonna pull out his arm, and he's gonna be out for a long time.
Oh God, don't say that.
He's probably gonna come up with a Chris Senior sidearm and just pull his arm out or something like that. And then Syndergaard isn't gonna do good. And then I think Pete Alonso is gonna I think he's gonna get injured because they're putting the way he's swinging the bat. I think he's prone to injury because he's hitting that thing hard. I know that all the batters get.
Chris, you make me upset. You're trying to put the injury jinx on the Mets, and I'm not enjoying this conversation. I'm not enjoying this conversation.
I'll pray to the bad dog gods that the Mets don't do anything. So.
You're killing me, Sonor.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, to be honest, and have fun tomorrow at the Mets game, and because I just want to stay on topic on the baseball, and baseball season is here, so I don't.
Talk about whatever you want. We talk about the draft. Talk about whatever you Raptors. I know you're a Raptors fan, but I'm definitely going to. I'll stream a little bit at the game tomorrow, probably about 20 minutes, and show everybody the ballpark. It should be fun.
Yeah, excited for that. I haven't been to New York in a long time, and I remember going to a Mets game there at Citi Field. I haven't been there for 3 years, I think, since 2015 or something like that. I don't know, some weird time. So, it's gonna be fun to see the Citi Field again. It's a nice ballpark. I don't know if it's a hitter or a what's it called, a pitcher's ballpark, but it's gonna be fun tomorrow. Go get your soda poppies and your hot dog, your nachos, and go get all your concessions and stuff like that. And
Yeah, we'll see, man. We'll see. But, I'm looking forward to it. And I'll show you, I'll show everybody the stadium. It should be a lot of fun. And hopefully it's a good game. Hopefully the Mets continue their winning ways. And I'm going to let you go. Anything else, buddy, before I let you go?
Have a fun date with Asia Roberson. I don't know how to have a fun date. I heard she's bringing her mom, bro. I heard she's bringing her mom.
No, she works there. She works
on the Bad Dog stream. She said that she was going to bring her mom to the game, so who knows? But
really,
I think so. You have to ask her. That's what she said in the Bad Dog.
We'll have to see tomorrow. But Sino, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. Thank you for the call. All right, my man. Have a good one. We'll take the next call. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's going on? I did not think I was going to get through, man.
What's up, Christopher Columbus, Central Coast Climber? And now, is your name Chris?
Oh, my middle name's Christopher.
Okay. So that was the okay. So what's up, buddy?
Hey, my man. You know what, man? I've been hearing a lot of ball talk and everything. I kind of wanted to swap that up a little bit. You know what I mean? I kind of wanted to revert back to football and your Giants, who they're taking at number 6. Now I know you kind of have a devised opinion on it, but I still think your Giants are taking Haskins, man, at 6.
I don't know. I like I've always said, I wouldn't be upset if they do, but I don't know if they're going to. Who knows? You never know with the draft. But part of me thinks they're going to go defense, and they could go offensive tackle. They could take Juwan Taylor, who right now I think your Jaguars would take if we don't. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of lost right now with the Giants. I have no idea what Gettleman's thinking.
Man, well, just do me a favor, man. Don't take Williams off the board, man. Leave him there for Jacksonville, right, man?
No way. I'll tell you right now, if Williams is there at 6 and the Giants don't take him, I'm going to go ballistic on the stream. I will go ballistic.
Come on, man. Just leave him right there. You know what I mean? He's gonna do great things.
I'll tell you right now, if I was the Arizona GM, I would take him 1. I mean, if he falls to the Giants at 6, which he might, the Jets aren't going to take him. And the Niners aren't going to take him because the Niners have taken interior linemen in recent drafts in the first round. So I don't think they're going to go that route. The Jets need an exterior pass rusher. And the thing is, the Raiders could take him, but a lot of people seem to think they might not. And Ed Oliver could sneak in there too. Ed Oliver had a great pro day. I could see somebody falling in love with him. Maybe he sneaks in there. I wouldn't be upset if the Giants take Ed Oliver either at 6. I like him.
Hey, man, where do you see Sweat falling with that like heart injury and whatnot?
See, everything I read on Sweat is everybody says that the heart thing is not, it's not going to affect his draft stock. I don't know if I agree with that or not, but he could go anywhere from 6 to like 20. I mean, he could go. He really, a lot of these players could go anywhere from like 6 to 20. It's kind of like, it's crazy. Like Farrell, I think could go in the top 10, or he could fall outside the top 20. Sweat, Rashawn Gary. I mean, Ed Oliver. All these guys, I think, could go anywhere from like 6 to like 17, 18.
There are just so many quality defensive linemen that are coming out of this draft board, and that's why I think a lot of teams, well, not a lot, but a few teams are going to swipe over Williams. And I'm really hoping your Giants are going to do the same, so that way you can fall to Jacksonville and have a very, very stout defensive line. Not to say that we don't have that now, but we don't have depth at defensive line. Our starters right now are tremendous, but if one of them goes down, that is a game-deciding factor right there. Like, if Calais Campbell went down, there is nobody on that roster that's even half qualified to step into those shoes and make even, like a fraction of the impact that he makes. So
right.
I really think Jacksonville is definitely going to go defensive end, and they are going to snag Williams as long as your Giants pass him up. So you gotta do me a favor. You gotta call in the boys over there. You know what I mean? I know you're tight with them and everything. So you do me a solid. You know what I mean? I've done you multiple solids. So I need you to come through for me right now, Chris. I need you to do that for me, bro.
I'm not gonna do that, but I just want to say thank you to Darnell Big Money. He says. Gives me a super chat. I really appreciate that. And he says, I can't talk Chris at work, but showing you some love. I really appreciate that, Darnell. Just thank you for tuning in and showing some support to the channel. I really appreciate that. And I cannot do that. Quinnen Williams, there is no way in hell I am letting him get past this. I will call up Gettleman myself if I have to say, you cannot let this guy go. I mean, that kid is going to be special. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. He's going to be very good. I love that kid. I really hope the Giants take him if he's there at 6. I'd be very upset if they didn't.
So with that in mind, do you see anybody trading up for him?
No, I don't. I don't think anybody's going to trade up for a defensive player. I honestly don't see a trade up early in the draft. Unless the only possible maybe trade would be, I don't think anybody's jumping to move up to get Haskins, but maybe if Murray fell, maybe somebody trades up for him.
Really?
Maybe if Murray falls to 3, somebody trades up because they think the Raiders could take him. Because there's been a lot of rumors that the Raiders could be interested in Kyler Murray. Maybe.
Yeah, you can't really go off these rumors, man. I feel like it's just, kind of like almost propaganda to kind of just keep everybody, you know what I mean, just, anticipated, hyped on the drafts. I tend to try not to buy into the rumors too much. You just kind of get a little bit too excited about them. That's why I don't think the Giants are going to pass on Haskins. I think it's a bunch of screen. I mean,
it could be. It definitely could be. I honestly have no idea. I'm kind of lost in the situation right now. I like Haskins. I think the media for some reason I don't know. I get the knocks on him, but I don't know. Like I said, I've said this from the beginning. No matter what they do, I'm going to be happy because they have so many holes. I don't think Haskins is like the second coming of Joe Montana. So. It's not going to kill me if they don't take him, but if they go defense, I'll be completely fine with that. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens, though. Very interesting.
Man, if you guys don't take Haskins, man, well then, do me a favor and just, take Jawan Taylor, build up your guys' line, leave Williams off the board. You guys don't need to mess around with anything like that, you know what I mean? Just focus on the offensive side. I think you guys are going to be styling in 2019, man.
Well, the thing with Jawan Taylor, and a lot of people like him, he's very athletic, big guy. The thing with Jawan Taylor, where I don't think he makes sense for the Giants at 6, he makes sense for you guys because you guys don't have another first-round pick. So if you guys think you need to address that tackle position, he makes sense. But for the Giants, the reason I wouldn't take Taylor isn't even necessarily because I don't think it might be the best guy to take there. You're going to get a high-quality right tackle at 17. You're still going to get a Andre Dillard, Cody Ford, someone like that will be there at 17. So if you want to go right tackle. So that's why I don't think it makes sense to go right tackle at 6 for the Giants.
No, that's very true. I always forget you guys there have a second round pick at I have an additional first round pick at 17, but Cody Ford is definitely a definite promise. But I don't think Jacksonville is going to take any kind of offensive lineman just because I don't know if you've I don't know if you've heard or have seen the free agency that they've been doing over there in Jacksonville, but in the past week they've picked up 6 offensive linemen.
The Jacksonville Jaguars picked up. I just want to address the super chat real quick. One giant rebuttal, by the way. Thank you so much. He says, everything you do is gold, but for me, the Colin Show is the best. I hope you continue this throughout your YouTube career. Dilly dilly. One giant rebuttal. You bet your ass I'm going to continue to do this. This is my favorite thing to do on YouTube. And I'm going to continue to do this as much as I can. I really appreciate that, OGR. And please go over there and check him out.
No probably bother us. I can keep it on all night.
Oh, you're talking to somebody else there? What's your first name, by the way? I should know your first name by now.
Yeah. It's Ian.
Oh, Ian. Okay, same as Jet Central.
9, 10. Okay, that'd be great, man. Thanks.
What do you place in an order at McDonald's?
Nah, homie was coming up to my fence. Funny story. He's driving a semi that's decked out, like literally decked out head to toe in a Washington Redskins emblems, and I thought that was very interesting. And now he's asking me some questions, but I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Did you happen to see Jacksonville's free agency pickups?
No, I think it was they picked up a bunch of like very mediocre offensive linemen from what I read. Right?
Very mediocre, but they are veterans, which is nice to have as far as backups. You know what I mean? Because Jacksonville is going to be getting all their linemen, that were injured, on the IR from last year. They're all going to be returning. So Jacksonville has been making a lot of very budget-friendly moves for veteran tackles, veteran guards. So I definitely see Jacksonville passing over the offensive tackle, passing over the quarterback, and they are going directly. Oh, okay, hang on a second. They're either going defensive end or they're going tight end and snagging Hawkinson.
Yeah, Hawkinson's another guy that he fits your offense perfectly. He's a guy that could go anywhere from 7 to like 25. Like he's a complete wild card. And Metcalf is too. Both those guys are complete wild cards in this year's draft. Like Metcalf, I don't think you guys could take him, but I wouldn't be shocked if you do. Like he could go anywhere. Those guys could go anywhere from 7 to like mid-20s. So that's good. As a Giants fan, I'm hoping they both go in the top 15. I'm hoping. Because then somebody falls to us at 17.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I'm not on the DJ Metcalf hype train. I think he's a very good athlete, but I do not think he's a very smart pick at number 7.
Yeah, well, he's boom or bust. I mean, what you hear is he's not a great route runner. He's a great athlete. I mean, he's boom or bust. He's boom, and he could go to the Lions. Good point there, George Morgan. George Morgan's been very active in my. Oh, you're talking about Hawkinson? Yeah, Hawkinson could go. I could see Hawkinson going to the Jaguars, the Lions, the Bills. I think he could go to the Bills. I think people are sleeping on that possibility. I think he could go to. What was the other team I thought? I had him mock go to the Texans if he ever fell to 23. I think he could go to 5-6 teams. But it's going to be interesting to see where he winds up. But I'm going to let you go, buddy. I had you on for a while. I just want to give you
I got you, man.
Yeah, man, I always appreciate when you call him, buddy. Always appreciate when you call him.
I appreciate it. So do me a favor, man. You get a chance, I can probably get him, tell him to pass on Williams for me. And, yeah, man, I'll definitely send this chat your way as soon as I get the confirmation on that.
All right, buddy. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your continued support of the channel. Appreciate it. Oh, entertain! I meant to tell you that the Giants were the team that offered a second-round pick for Rosen about a. Then how are Mike? Before I talk, Mike Nixon, how are the Redskins the favorite then? If the Giants offered the 37, I mean, who knows? Who knows what everybody's saying? But the rumor is that the Redskins offered the second pick and they're the favorite. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Oh, I was just wondering what your preference is on the Odell Beckham trade.
Who is this, by the way? You sound familiar.
This is Braden.
Who is it?
This is Braden. I've never been on here before.
Oh, you never? Okay. The number just looks familiar. My opinion on the Odell Beckham trade, I think that you gotta wait. You're a Giants fan, I assume?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm talking with my friend's voice because like his phone died. I'm a Cowboys fan, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, what are you saying? Unfortunately, you root for your team, whatever. But and you guys have been better than us the last 3 years. But in terms of the Beckham trade, I think it's a trade you have to wait and see. I like the move. I think a lot of good can come from it. It may this year you could certainly argue we're going to be a worse team because of it, but I like the cap space it created. I think the locker room is going to be better, and I'm never one that thinks you should build around a wide receiver, which is what they were doing by giving Beckham that contract. So I think by doing that trade, you're going to get younger talent in here. You got Jabril Peppers on a rookie contract. You get an additional first-round pick. You get a third-round pick, even though it might as well be a fourth. It's a late third. And you get $20 million in cap space going forward. So they're going to use that money to put it in spots that really matter, whether it be the offensive line, the pass rush. So I think good's going to come from it. It's just a matter of are they going to be able to make good use of that money.
I'm not liking it because, like, Giants just traded away one of their all-time, probably, if you would have stuck with the team, probably all-time great, like, would have been in the Hall of Fame. But I think since he left, they're not going to have good chemistry with the team, with the Browns.
You don't think Beckham? You from a Brown standpoint, you don't think it's a good trade because you don't think they'll have good chemistry?
No, because this all-star coming from the Giants is going to have a good experience with Baker Mayfield because he's kind of still young. He's not going to have this experience with these better wide receivers.
Yeah, well, a lot of people think that because you got a lot of big personalities on that team now with Baker, with him, with Landry, and so a lot of people think that. I actually think it's going to work. I don't know if it's going to work long term. But I think for the first 2 or 3 years, I think they're going to be a good football team. I thought that before they got Beckham. I thought that team was on the rise. I love Baker Mayfield. I think he's a great quarterback. And I think Beckham's going to fit better with Mayfield than he did with Eli for the simple reason that you heard all the quotes, and you're not a Giants fan, so you may not have heard it, but you heard all the quotes when he was here. He said that he didn't think that him and Eli meshed well because Eli was this married guy, and Baker's kind of this party animal like Beckham is. They have a lot in common. I think they're gonna fit well there. But I think it's a 3-year window. I think after 2 or 3 years, if they don't win, it's a bad move for them. So I think they gave themselves a 3-4 year window to win a Super Bowl, and then they're going to have to retool after that because I don't think they're going to be able to keep both Baker and Beckham. So I think at that point they'll probably let Beckham go because obviously they're going to keep the quarterback. So they'll probably retool after that because they're going to have to sign a lot of guys. You know, they have a lot of younger players that are very talented.
I agree on that. I feel like that would happen in the future.
Yeah. But anything else, buddy?
No, but in my opinion, Giants fucking suck.
You guys are right. Prank call. You guys were right. You called it. I had my hand on the hang up button the whole time. I was ready. Skins fan all day in the house. What's going on, my man? What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What is up, entertainer? King Big Bat here.
Philly 500 is in the house. Just want to say hello to Q Dog. What's going on, my man? And Philly 500. Are you ready?
Nah, it's Joe Moose. I got you again, bro.
You got me.
By the way, that last caller, we all knew he was a fucking troll. I fucking knew it.
I had a feeling.
What an asshole.
I had a feeling he was, and I was ready for it. And I said, then he kind of started talking serious. So I'm like, all right, I'll let him talk. But I had a feeling he was. I had my hand on the hang up button.
Why would he be a Cowboys fan and want to talk to you about the Giants? The only reason why is because he likes your fucking loss. I miss your beautiful voice, by the way. I haven't called in a while.
Oh, man, you're the best, Moose. How you been, buddy? I know you said you've been busy with the job.
Yeah, work and everything. Yeah, I've been good. You going to the Mets game tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm going to the Mets game tomorrow. I'm going to live stream from the stadium for, not the game, but 20 minutes, 25 minutes walking around the stadium.
Are you going to live stream the makeout session?
I don't think
you got to live stream that, but you know how many hits you're going to get? Are you going to meet her at least? You going to meet Asia?
Yeah, I'll meet Asia. She works there. I don't know if I don't know if she'll feel comfortable being on the live stream, but I'll definitely meet her.
Come on, you know how many hits? It'll be like a porno. Come on.
I'll definitely meet her. And all right, have a good night, One Giant Rebuttal. Thank you so much for tuning in, buddy, and thank you for the super chat. But I'll definitely meet her and take her picture. We'll see if she wants to be on the channel. She's more than welcome to.
That's cool. So wait, so you don't like the Jets' new uniforms?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't. And it has nothing to do with the Jets. It's just not. I guess I'm more of a traditional guy. Like with uniforms, I like the old school traditional uniforms. And to me, it kind of looks like. And that's not completely true because I do like the Seahawks uniform. I think they did a really good job with their uniform. But I don't know. It just looks like a college uniform to me. I'm not the biggest fan.
I think they're better than the Seahawks uniforms. I never liked their uniforms.
So you like?
I think you know what? I think I like them because I grew up watching them in the '80s where they had the all green, and it looks similar to that. I love that they got the green helmets back.
The helmet I like. I actually like the helmet a lot. I saw a close-up of the helmet today, and I was like, that's cool, with the different shade of green, and the helmet is much improved. I'll agree with that. The uniform itself I'm not a fan of, but the helmet I
love
agree.
it. I love the uniforms. I love that green. They brought back that Kelly green type, or they call it Gotham green now.
What do you think of the black one?
See, a lot of people like the black ones. The black to me reminds me of the Raiders. We're not black. We're green and white.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of the Raiders too much. Maybe when I watch them play, if they dominate in those uniforms, then I like them.
Right. Well, when they dominate, yeah. We'll see.
Exactly.
But I do think your Jets will be pretty good this year. Pretty good.
We'll see. I'm hoping for wild card. I'm praying for that. That's all.
Yeah, I think you got a shot. I think you'll be one of the 3 teams or so for that 6th spot.
Whatever happened to your green screen? Was it too complicated to set up?
Yeah, I got to set that up. I've just been too lazy, to be honest with you. I've been working, and I got to get the green screen up and running. You're absolutely right about that. I have it. I just haven't set it up. Probably Monday. I'll look into. I'll set that up. I don't know if it's gonna be done, but I'll have it up, and then I got to figure out how to use it. But probably Monday.
Gotcha.
I'll do that, and Tuesday I'm gonna be live streaming Madden, but I'm not gonna be able to show my face because I don't know how to do that. But y'all have the voice. I'll have my headset on, and that should be fun. That'll be the first time on my channel doing that. Because a lot of my subscribers shouldn't say that word. A lot of my joiners have asked me to do that, so I'm going to try it out.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you go. I just want to give a big shout out to Scott Thomas and Rogue Dog. Those guys are fucking awesome.
Oh, Rogue Dog's the best. And Scott Thomas, Bavit, Lolly Max in here, Cushman. Cushman's a little, he's suspect, but he's very active on the channel.
I was going to tell you to say hello to Bobby, but I don't think he's on the chat tonight. He's always constantly saying hi to you.
Where the hell is Bobby? Bobby's always the first one to call in, and he told me he's going to call in.
He's snoozing.
He must be chasing an ice cream truck. He's always
all right, man. I'm going to let you go. Take your other calls. Stay up, Jet fans.
There you go, Joe Musa. Thank you so much for the call, buddy. Have a good night, man.
Later, man.
All right, have a good one. Ooh, is this Mark Israel? I see the 631. Hello? Hello? In 3, 2, 1. Are you there? All right. There he goes. Got a little stage fright. That's all. You got a little stage fright. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hello? I make your mother ass clap.
Oh, that was the same number. I just realized. 908. Next time he calls in, I'll block him. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on? Who's this?
AMG.
AMG. What's up, my man? AMG Sam. What's up, buddy?
I just wanted to talk to you. With the Marcus Lawrence getting that $100-something million contract, I think the Cowboys really messed up. Because if it's not this year, next year they got to pay Dak and Zeke. They gotta pay all these players, and I think by paying him, you're gonna have to get rid of Dak or Zeke. I don't think they're in the situation right now to where they have the money like that, like how we are next season.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, if I was a Cowboys fan, I wouldn't want Dak back, and I know that he's the quarterback, and everybody says it's. The way that team is constructed, I think it's smarter not to give Dak that money, but I think they're going to, but. I don't think it's the wise decision. I would actually have signed Tank and Zeke and not brought back Dak. That's the approach I would take if I was the Cowboys GM.
Yeah. One thing. Do you think the Giants gave Jabril Peppers number 21 kind of like to get back at Landon Collins for going to the Redskins? I don't know. I just think they did that.
I saw. Jeremy said he got stage fright. We'll call him next time, Jeremy. I saw that he got his number. I don't know. Maybe, but I don't think so. But maybe.
Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know who number 22 on the Giants is, but I think that they gave him number 21 out of spite since he went to a division rival.
It's possible. I mean, I don't think he went there because they were a division rival, though. I think he went there because they were the only team silly enough to give him that amount of money. You know?
No, I know that, but I think the Giants were kind of being petty because I think 22 is available.
You might be right. You might, but I mean, the Giants might not have been the ones to do that. He might have been like, I want to be 21.
Yeah.
Because who knows?
And,
maybe when he got drafted by the Browns, somebody had 21. Is Duke Johnson number 21? I don't know.
I don't know. No. But in a perfect scenario, I think in our for a mock draft, for our perfect scenario, it would be for somebody to trade up in front of us to grab Haskins.
I agree.
Because
that's perfect.
I think on draft night is the day that we should push to get Rosen. Because if we get Rosen before the draft, it's kind of like teams know that they don't got to come in front of us for Haskins. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want a team to jump you for Haskins?
No. I know that. What I'm saying is if we trade for Rosen.
Oh, after somebody jumps you mean?
Yeah, I want us to trade for Rosen after someone jumps us.
I honestly don't think anybody's going to jump us for Haskins. I think Haskins is going to be there at 6. But I agree with you that is the best case scenario because then you're going to possibly get the best player in this year's draft in Quentin Williams as far as I'm concerned. So that is probably the best case scenario that a team trades up to get Haskins and then Quentin Williams falls right in our lap. The other scenario I do like is the first mock I did where the Giants actually were able to trade down to 11 or 13. Pick your team, the Dolphins, the Bengals. Somebody trades up for Haskins at 6. And then you're able to fill a lot of holes that way where you get another second-round pick and a 13 or an 11. And that I think that's a good scenario too.
Yeah.
You know. But we'll see. I just don't want the Giants to trade up. There's too many holes for the Giants to trade up.
I think that I think a perfect draft for us would be Quentin Williams, and then at 17, like Brian Burns.
Well, Burns is there. He'd be great at 17. 17, you're hoping for one of Burns, Farrell, Sweat, Oliver. I don't think Oliver's going to get there. I don't see Oliver getting past Green Bay. But
or a corner.
Or a corner. Yep, DeAndre Baker. Now, I don't think you could take a corner if you take a quarterback, though. If you take a quarterback at 6, you can't take a corner. I think you pigeonhole yourself to either taking an offensive lineman or a pass rusher at 17 if you take a quarterback at 6. But if you take a pass rusher at 6, that opens up everything. Because then you could go offensive line, corner, quarterback. You could do whatever you want.
I can kind of see, even if a team doesn't jump us, Quentin Williams falling. Because I don't think that the Buccaneers are in this, like, they're going to take them.
Well, let me ask you this. Because I've seen some mocks now where they think the Raiders could take Devin White. If the Raiders take Devin White, well, who do you think the Bucs would take? You think they go corner? If they don't, do you think they go Greedy Williams? If they're not going to go with Quentin Williams, or do you think they go like an outside pass rusher?
I think DeJuan Taylor.
You think they play it safe with the offensive lineman?
Yeah.
I could see that. It wouldn't shock me.
Because DeMar Dotson's getting up there in age.
It's definitely possible. I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, that's who I want the most. I mean, realistically speaking. I would want Josh Allen the most, but I know he's not getting there. Quentin Williams, I think there's a chance. I think there's at least a 25-30% chance Quentin Williams will be there when we pick at 6. And if he's there and the Giants don't take him, I'm going to be screaming at the top of my lungs. That kid is going to be good, and I don't care that he's an interior guy. He can move out to the end. He was an edge rusher before last year. He's capable of playing not outside linebacker, of course, but he could play on the in the DN spot in the 3-4. I like him a lot. I really do. Aaron Donald type of player, and I would love it if the Giants got him.
What do you think about A.J. Brown wearing a Giants shirt? Like how Saquon was last year.
Yeah. Somebody, I don't know if it was you, asked me in the comments. Somebody asked me that today. I haven't gotten a chance to respond to comments because I've been so busy with work, but I'll respond to all of them tomorrow. Or Monday probably because I'm going to the Met game. But in terms of the A.J. Brown, I don't read too much into that. I don't. I know last year Saquon Barkley did it. He got picked, and a lot of people are going to read into that. Because of that, I hope they don't take A.J. Brown. I don't want a wide receiver at 17. You want to take a wide receiver at 37, I won't yell. But at 17, please don't do that. Please don't do that. We have too many pressing needs. We can't go wide receiver. Can't do it.
No, I think he will fall to 37.
He could. He could. I won't say he will, but he could. It's because there's a lot of wide receivers that could be taken. It's kind of like a big mishmash. Like N'Keal Harry could go before him. There's a lot of guys. There's like three. There's kind of like 5 wide receivers that could go in any specific order. So he could fall. I wouldn't be shocked.
And one last thing. Who do you think is the most overrated player in this draft? I'm calling it DK Metcalf.
Yeah, he's definitely up there because of the combine he had. A lot of people could argue Sweat because of the combine he had. He moved up a lot of charts. Yeah, I agree with you. But I don't know if DK Metcalf's being overrated anymore. You don't hear people talking about him much anymore. But if he's a top 10 pick, I would agree he's the most overrated. I would agree with that.
Yeah, because when you were, I don't know if you watched the LSU game that he played against, Brady Williams, he was getting locked up, or when he was open, he dropped a few passes.
Yeah, I could see that. Dwayne Haskins, Bavit brings up, and that's fair to bring up too. A lot of people are not big fans of his, but yeah, Dwayne Haskins could be the other. But it doesn't seem like people are too high on him anymore. I think it's either Sweat or Metcalf. I would lean Metcalf, actually. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I've been seeing Haskins fall down people's
I was saying,
draft boards.
I don't know if you hear when I first started the show, I was saying, the guy on Twitter today, I forgot who it was, said that Haskins is now 3rd on most teams' list. So I'm saying to myself, if we get, let's just say, Rashawn Gary, or pick your player, hopefully Quinn Williams at 6, maybe we get Haskins at 17. It's possible.
I don't think 17. I think we might have to trade 14 in front of the Redskins.
Yeah, probably.
But that's only a three pick jump. Where you could probably give up that 3rd round pick is like a 4th, so you can give that away and probably next year's third.
That 3rd and one of your 5ths. Yeah, you got 3 5ths.
Yeah.
One of your 3rd and one of those 5ths, you jump the Redskins. I think you'd be able to do it that way.
Yeah, because a lot of people think the Dolphins, but I think the Dolphins are committed to with the Fitzpatrick signing. I think they are trying to tank for Tua.
That's what it sounds like. But I'm going to let you go as we just watched Texas Tech is headed to the national championship. They just knocked off Michigan State, so congratulations to them. But I'm going to let you go, man. I just want to say thank you so much for the call. Thank you for being so active on my channel. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a nice day or night.
All right, my man. Thank you so much. I'm not going to answer unknown person. Anybody who's unknown, I'm not answering it. Q-Dog absolutely loves Daniel Jones. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? Who's this?
Nikki Sav. It's my 3rd time calling.
All right. What's going on, Nikki? How you doing, man? And J-Zack's in the chat, by the way. Everybody go check his channel. I love that guy. What's going on, my man?
All right, so a few things. So my best friend is a Jets fan, and I called him today, and I was talking. I was thinking the Jets are I feel like they're kind of flying under the radar a little bit. They got a lot of good young players, kind of like the Browns. I mean, obviously not as talented as the Browns, but I really feel like the Jets have their franchise quarterback. I think Sam Darnold is going to be ridiculous one day. He was the highest graded quarterback the last month of the year in the entire league.
I'll tell you this right now. Jets aren't flying onto my radar. I think that they're going to be a contender for that wild card spot. I think the Bills and Jets, both those one of those two teams, mark my words, will make the playoffs this year. I think both of them are going to be.
Really?
I think one of them will make it. I think both are going to be vastly improved. I like a lot what the Bills did in the offseason. They had a lot of cap space now. They didn't make a lot of splashy moves, but they brought in a couple of nice pieces, Beasley, and they really helped that offensive line. I do. The Bills had a great defense last year, and they shored up the offensive line, and I think they'll continue to do that in the draft. I like the Bills, and the Jets I think will be very good. Not very good, but much better. I think both teams will win at least 8 games next year. I do.
Yeah, the Jets, they have their running back now. They could use more help at receiver. I mean, they did get Jameson Crowder, and they have Robbie Anderson, so maybe that's fine. Chris Herndon's a good young tight end. He was all rookie. They got Jamal Adams. They have Avery Williamson and C.J. Mosley. And I feel like that Josh Allen's going to them, and that's just a really good young core for a team that was rebuilding for so long.
Yeah, I agree with you. And Bavit, I see you there. I will take your call next, no doubt about it. I know you your first 3, so I'll take that. George Morgan said, who would have thought that the beginning of the year that the Bills' best move would be to lose their best defense? Yeah, good call there, George Morgan. Good call there. But yeah, I like the Jets' future. The thing with the Jets, I'll say this: Le'Veon Bell is a great short-term move, and you got him for a good price. If I was a Jets fan, I would have wanted Paradis. I thought that would have been the most important.
Oh yeah, I thought he was going there. I thought they got robbed.
Yeah, I would have wanted Paradis. I would have wanted that center. I think they slept on him. He got the Carolina got him for $9 million a year. That was a steal, and it's because the Jets were so focused on Bell. And Mosley was a nice pickup, but they overpaid. The Jets improved their team. I think that in terms of value, I think they overpaid vastly for Mosley. I think Le'Veon Bell was a good pickup, but I don't know. I think it's good, but I don't think they're the makings of a Super Bowl team. But I like Darnold. I'm not one of these guys that hates Darnold. I think Darnold's got a lot of talent. I think he's going to be a top 10 to 12 quarterback in the league. At worst, I think he'll be a Matthew Stafford. At worst. I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
Worst?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a good quarterback. I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
And now on the flip side, I think in a few years the Cowboys are absolutely screwed. I know that someone else brought it up before, but I feel like they got to pay either Zeke or Dak or both, and they just paid D-Law. And then Byron Jones is going into a contract year. I'm pretty sure Travis Frederick is on a contract year, and Tyron Smith. Jalen Smith in this year or next year is going on into a contract year. At some point, they're going to have to pay Leighton Vander Esch. Chidobe Awuzie is going into a contract year, or it's next year. Like, they have to pay all their good players soon, and it's not going to be good.
I'll tell you right now, the Cowboys have a 2-year window, in my opinion, and it's almost perfect timing for the Giants, because that's when the Giants are going to be really good. And I think the Giants are going to overtake this division in 2 years. I really do. The Eagles are in cap hell.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
I think they're going to. I think the Giants are in a perfect situation. They're building the team the right way now with all that cap space. I think in 2 years, the Giants are going to be a very, very, very good football team. I firmly believe that.
Foley, we need a quarterback, and who's the quarterback of that good football team?
Okay, and I agree. They need a quarterback. But this is my argument against people that say you need to take this all-world quarterback. That's the only way you can win. I think the Giants are going to set up a situation where if they could get a good quarterback, a slightly above-average quarterback, it's going to make him look a lot better. Because he's going to have an all-world running back, he's going to have a great offensive line, and he's going to have weapons. And I think that they're going to take a quarterback that's good, and I don't know who it's going to be. I can't tell you right now. But I think a guy's going to come in and he's going to succeed, much like Dak Prescott did with the Cowboys, because he's going to be put in a perfect situation. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen.
And then, okay, moving over to the Giants. I woke up this morning, I went on Instagram, the first thing I saw was A.J. Brown taking a video of himself in the Giants shirt, and I was like, oh God, no, please, I do not, it's not like I don't like him, it's just we have so much more pressing needs than a wide receiver at this point. I would love for us to go defense in all 3 picks. I would want if Quinn Williams fell to us, that'd be amazing, but I want at 6, I want Ed Oliver, and then I want either Brian Burns or Greedy Williams or Byron Murphy at 17. That's my ideal. And I would want to take, if good inside linebacker is there at 37. I feel like 37 is probably reaching for Mac Wilson, but that's kind of who I want.
It's a slight reach. It's not a horrible reach. It's a slight reach.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with Mac Wilson at 37. It depends who's there. You could go. There's a lot of guys you could go there, depending on what you've already drafted, of course. But you go with a Rocky Sin. I don't think any of the top 3 corners are going to be there. You could go an Adderley, possibly, if he fell there.
I think he's a lock at 21 to the Seahawks, personally.
That's where I think he's going to go too. But you could go that route if he was there, or safety, whoever pick your safety. But you go safety, you could go corner, you go offensive line.
I think Deontay Thompson would probably be there.
If you're now, what did you say again? You said pass rusher at 6 and corner at 17.
Yeah.
If they go that route,
Ed Oliver at 6.
They got to go offensive line at 37 if they go that route, in my opinion.
I think someone like maybe Greg Little would fall to 37.
Yeah, but in that scenario, I don't think they would take a middle linebacker. I think they would go right tackle.
Yeah, that's good. Well, also, I'm starting to think that we're not going to re-sign Shep after this year, and he's one of my favorite players. So I have this this hat I bought at the Giants Saints game this year, and over the summer, or not over the summer, a month ago, I got it all embroidered with signatures and numbers on them, and it was Landon Collins, Evan Ingram, Odell, Sterling Shepard, and Saquon, and 2 of them are already gone, and I feel like Shep's going to be gone now, and it's kind of really depressing, but I think Shep's going to be gone. I think we signed Shep's replacement as in Golden Tate this year because he's on the market now, and he won't be next year, so I feel like Shep's probably gone, unfortunately.
I kind of agree with you. He doesn't really fit now that they have Golden Tate because they're similar receivers, and I don't see them paying Shepard. I thought he was gone if Beckham stayed too because I didn't think they were going to be able to afford Beckham.
Really?
Yeah, because you're paying Beckham $20 million. What are you going to invest? $32 million, $33 million at the wide receiver position? It's not the way you build a winning football team. So I think he was gone either way. I think there's actually a better chance he stays now that Beckham's off the team. But I kind of agree with you that Golden Tate is very similar to Shepard, and we'll see how Shepard performs this year because I think he's going to be predominantly on the outside because I think Tate's the better slot wide receiver. So we'll see how it performs, but there's a good chance that he will not be a Giant going forward. I kind of agree with you there.
I also love that Jabril Peppers is wearing 21. Jabril Peppers actually went to my high school, which is pretty cool. But I love that. Landon was probably my favorite player, and he's gone now, and he's on the Redskins. And my favorite Giant of all time was DRC, and now he's on the Redskins with Landon. Kind of really pissed me off. I have on my wall in my room a signed Odell and a signed DRC jersey, like right next to each other. I hate that they're on the Redskins.
That's gonna be hard that's gonna be hard for you to watch that then with that secondary, right?
Yeah. DRC was my guy. Crap, there was one other thing I can't remember. Darn.
That's all right.
I'm sorry, I can't remember.
All right.
That's it.
I'm gonna let you go because there's people calling in, but I just want to say thank you so much for the call. Thank you for the support of the channel.
All right. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments.
All right, buddy. Have a good one, my man.
All right, you too.
All right, Bavit, I'm going to give you 45 seconds. What's going on, Anthony Manzano? Thank you for calling in. I know that's not you. I'm going to give you 45 seconds, Bavit. I still can't believe you guys. I kind of agree with you, George Morgan. But they could cut him. They could cut him. And after 2 years, it's only a $5 million dead cap hit. So it's not as bad as it looks. $9 million a year for 2 years and then a $5 million dead cap hit. It's not the end of the world. I'm going to give Bavit 20 more seconds. There he is. Okay. I think that's Bavit. What's going on, Bavit? Thank you for calling in, my man.
Damn, Chris, you got me on all night, bro.
What's going on, buddy?
Getting too famous on me. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Just enjoying my Saturday night calling show, talking to you guys. Bavit's been with me since, when did you join my channel? Right at the start of the football season, right? Oh, no, I'm saying your name wrong. Bavit. When did you join my channel?
You know what? It's leave out you say, man. It's alright, it's alright. I don't even know. You talked to them and recommended. The first thing I watched was Rover, and when we first watched the video, I know it was like, you weren't like an asshole like Rover was, but I was like, I remember my comment, I was like, good thing when you bash Eli, I hear from you, because you don't sound like an asshole from Rover.
Right.
But, you know, now I realize, like, Rover keeps it real. So, you know, that's all I love his channel.
Yeah, Rover's awesome. Rover's a good guy. He just, he has a lot of hot takes.
Yeah.
That's what his channel's about.
Yeah, so, what time you guys think you're going to do that Mountain stream on Tuesday?
Late, because I work. So, probably around this one, 9:45, 9:50. Hopefully I get it set up properly, and we'll do it. Right around 9:50, I'll have Sonora on the channel, and probably go for about an hour, maybe play a couple of games. I don't know. We'll see how it works. And then I plan on having YouTubers on there, like Josh from Sports Fury. He'll be on there at some point. He was supposed to be on there tomorrow, but I'm going to the Met game, so it didn't work out.
Yeah, all right. So, what I gotta say is, heard you got the hots for Quinnen Williams.
I love Quinnen Williams.
And, yeah, I do too. But in this scenario, Kyler Murray, Quinnen Williams at 6, you on the clock. Who you taking?
All right. Well, first off, how is that possible? Like, who gets picked in the first 5?
No. Don't ask questions. Just answer. Don't ask questions.
I'm taking Quinnen Williams. I'm not a big Kyler Murray guy.
Oh my God.
I'm taking Quinnen Williams. I think he's the best player. I think he's the best player in this draft.
I think. How would you not take the best quarterback in this draft. You understand quarterbacks too.
This is irrelevant though, because it will never happen. I don't think Kyler Murray is the best quarterback in this draft. I know ESPN says. I think Dwayne Haskins is. I stand by that.
Oh my God!
I stand by that. I don't care what people think. That's what I feel.
Hey man, if you feel like that, feel like that. I ain't got a problem with that. But if we don't pick Kyler Murray, I don't know. I just think he was mad that he's taller than you, but that's not neither here nor there. But
what'd you say?
I just think you're mad he's taller than you. That's why you're getting mad at me. Not picking him.
But Vito always likes to think I'm short. Asia will be able to tell you tomorrow when I see her. I am not short. I mean, I'm 5'11". So if you think that's short, that's what I am. But I'm not this 5 foot guy that you think I am.
Well, is Asia actually gonna be there, or is she like a fake person? Like
she works there. She works. She works at Citi Field. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't get a free hot dog from that, like, I don't know what I'm talking about. That'd be the fakest. Nah, but for real, though. I heard you were talking about Odell and Cleveland Browns. And you said, like, a 3-year window to win a Super Bowl. I'm not going to hold you. I'm talking about the receivers, though, Jarvis and Odell. Because Odell just asked for a contract extension. So he's definitely getting around, like, $20 million for this season.
Odell, you talking about?
And then, pardon?
You talking about Odell?
Yeah.
Yeah. I read that he's already asking for contract. To be honest with you, Bavith, you know. I hope I'm saying it right. You know from the start of my channel, I've never been an Odell guy. So I should.
Yeah, I remember you deleted that video after that interview. I was always looking for that video. It was the most hilarious video I ever watched.
Yeah. But, I mean, I'm happy they got rid of him. Not because he's not talented. My biggest issue with him isn't even his stuff off the field, which I don't like. But it's the contract. It's the contract. That's my biggest issue with him.
Yeah. But, so putting on Cleveland, they got $20 million paying Odell. You got, what, $78 million paying Jarvis Landry? And that dude was like the 40th ranked wide receiver in all football last year.
Well, they got their money in the wrong places. You could definitely argue that. But the one advantage they do have is their 2 best players, arguably, are on rookie contracts. And in Baker Mayfield, and obviously the Miles, the pass rusher. So so they have them on rookie deals, so they could kind of afford to have guys like Beckham eat up the salary cap. But once Garrett and Baker hit their second contract, those guys are gone. You're not going to be able to have those guys on the roster.
Yep. So I think by next year, after the season, or maybe the latest by the season after that, Jarvis, it's going to be Jarvis that's going to be gone. There's no way they're keeping Jarvis. Odell, maybe they may trade him, but if you feel that's a value, but there's no way they're keeping Jarvis and Odell for more than a year or 2.
Well, Jarvis is under contract for what, 3 more years?
Something like that.
They're not going to cut him. They'd have to trade him. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, they can trade him, obviously.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't think Beckham will be there for more than 3 years. I think he'll be on another team after that. Unless they give him an extension, like you said. If they give him a 6-year extension or something. But, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see.
Well, do you think Odell should be the highest paid wide receiver, or Julio?
I think Hopkins is the best wide receiver. I've said that.
What?
I've said that for a long time. I think Hopkins is the best wide receiver in football.
Actually, I do see that, but I don't know. I just think they'll have Julio handles himself as a wide receiver, as a person, way above anyone else. Not saying Deion Hopkins is like someone else, but like he's pretty quiet. But
yeah, no, Julio. I like Julio a lot. The problem with Julio is he doesn't score touchdowns, but he's a great wide receiver. He's kind of like Calvin Johnson without the touchdowns.
Yeah, maybe there's a new coaching staff this might be seeing some better schemes and better stuff like that. Some more touchdowns from Julio. Maybe just DQ would ever utilize him like that.
Yeah, we'll see. But anything else, my man?
Nah, that's it for me, man. I gotta go to sleep. You got me waking up all night. But that's it, man.
I appreciate the call, man. Go ahead.
I hope I'll see that live tomorrow at the Citi Field.
Yeah, I'll be live.
Maybe we'll get a kiss. I don't know. Who knows?
I'll probably do something, too, when I get back. Oh, I'm going to have my Mets show tomorrow with Jet Central tomorrow night, so I'll be live twice tomorrow.
All right.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for the call, my man. Thank you for the call.
You too. Have a good night.
All right, have a good one. All right. Let me just say, I think Chuck Charge asked me Jets or Bills next season. I think it's a coin flip. I think both teams are going to be playoff contenders. And movie critic, I don't think Antonio Brown is the best wide receiver. I think he's great. He's definitely in the discussion.
Well,
but I think he was in a perfect situation. Oh, that's the movie critic. What's going on, movie critic?
I agree with the movie critic. That guy sounds like a smart guy.
What's going on, my man? How you doing?
Yeah, I just saw Pet Cemetery today and made a review. But how are you?
I'm good, man. How was Pet Cemetery?
I didn't really like it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was never... I mean, actually, I'll say, the first time I saw Pet Cemetery, the original, as a kid, I was scared as hell. That was a great movie by Stephen King, but I was not a fan of them remaking it. I didn't think it would be that good, and I'm not surprised if you tell me it wasn't good. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, the original was good, but I didn't like this one.
Yeah, but what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, so how do you feel how the Mets are doing?
Great start. I mean, 6-2. So far, they're winning. They're kicking ass in the division. They're 6-2 in the division, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. The way that you make the playoffs in baseball is you beat up on the bad teams. And I'm not saying the Nationals are bad; they're not. But so far, they're 3-1 against the Nationals, and they swept the Marlins. And for them to have a chance to win that division, I said before the year, they got to win 14 or 15 games out of 19 against the Marlins. Right. And they're off to a good start there. They've won 3. So if they could go 11-5 the rest of the way against the Marlins, that's a good start there. And then hopefully they can continue to beat up. Tomorrow's a big game. I'd like to see them close out this series with a win. It's not going to be easy. They're facing arguably one of the top 3 pitchers in baseball in Max Scherzer, but we got Wheeler going, good pitcher. So we'll see if the Mets can win at home. And if they do, that would be a great win before the Twins come to town.
Yeah, because you guys definitely need to beat the Nationals. They're a division team, so.
Yeah, I would love to close out. And at home, you never want to lose a series at home. So if they, you want to take 2 out of 3 at home. So hopefully they do, and we'll see.
Exactly. Not to say throw this off back to movies for 1 second, but just the fact, isn't it funny that Avengers comes out kind of the same time as the NFL draft?
I just want to view this. Giants suck. End this live stream. You're going nowhere in life. Talking about sports with 3 people. New York. Okay, Braden Grahams. Good to know. This guy's a jerk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I just wanted to see what he was saying because I keep seeing him get blocked. It's probably the guy that was calling in early. He's a jerk off. But go ahead, buddy. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, kind of like movie and sports related, that Avengers is coming out, the first release is coming out when the draft is happening. Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't hear the last part of that. What'd you say?
I said, isn't that kind of funny that Avengers is coming out at the same time as the draft, NFL draft?
Oh, I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, I think the people are still gonna watch the draft, and that want to watch the draft, and people are still gonna see the Avengers that want to see the Avengers. They'll wait. Maybe the second day rating will get hurt by it, but the first night, everyone who was gonna watch the draft is still gonna watch the draft.
Are you watching Avengers anyway?
Not first night. Not the first weekend. I'm gonna be covering that draft exclusively that whole first week. But yeah, I'll definitely see it for sure.
Yeah. Sorry to go off topic like that, but yeah. So, is there any more mock drafts before the draft, or are we done with mock drafts?
Oh no, yeah, I'm gonna do one more, Gettleman.
One more,
and then I'm gonna do draft profile videos. I got I'm gonna do a Rashawn Gary. I'm gonna do like 6 or 7 more of those. Pump those out over the next 2-3 weeks, and then 3 days before the draft, I'm gonna have my final mock, like what I actually think is going to happen.
I had a good question.
Yeah.
About the Redskins. You said that they may trade for Rosen. So what were they supposed to give up in that scenario that you had?
Wait, say that one more time about Haskins.
No, Rosen.
Rosen.
You said Washington Redskins may trade for Rosen. What would they give to get him?
Well, the rumor was it was their 2nd-round pick and a future mid-round pick. They didn't go into specifics, but it was like a 2nd and a future 3rd or 4th to get Haskins. That was the rumor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That was the rumor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So who do you think ends up with Rosen in the end?
Redskins. But it could be anybody. You know, it still could be the Giants. It could be anybody. It could be a surprise team that nobody's talking about. But Patriots, Chargers, Giants have been mentioned. The Redskins have been mentioned. Those have been the 4 teams. But you don't know. Maybe the Dolphins get involved. You don't know. Broncos could get. Well, no, not the Broncos. They just got Flacco. But somebody could definitely get involved. We'll see.
Okay, I just have one last question about the Knicks. Do you really think that Kevin Durant is a lock to come to New York?
Yes. I think it's 90%. 90%.
Damn, that is high.
Yeah, I'm very sure he's going to be a Knick. I would be shocked if he's not.
And so why do you think that?
Everything points to it. Everything points to it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Literally, everything.
Would your heart be like destroyed if he doesn't come now?
No, as long as they don't do something stupid. Like if they go out and they sign Jimmy Butler, I'll be pissed. But if they miss out on him and they're patient, I'll be fine with that.
So you think it's Kevin Durant and Kyrie, or
yes,
somebody else?
100%.
Okay.
Yes, that 90%. Both those players will be Knicks together next year.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I hope so.
I'd be surprised if it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's just that as a Knicks fan, it's like you always hear people coming to New York and then they don't come, and then you're just like, it sucks,
Yeah, I think it's much different than LeBron, though. LeBron, you weren't hearing that. Like, LeBron, Knicks fans were saying it, but the media, it wasn't like, it was kind of up in the air. Like, nobody knew where he was going. And I felt like as a Knicks fan, like, during the playoffs that year, I said he's not going to be a Knick. Like, this, it feels different. Like, I think Durant will be a Knick.
Yeah. The only thing is that Durant, man, he has to learn how to handle the media. He can't handle the media.
We'll see, man. But I'm going to let you go because I'm sure I got a couple more people calling.
Okay, man. Take care, Chris. It's always good talking to you.
You got it, my man. Thank you for the call, my man. Have a good one.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right. And I saw through Collins asked me a question, but I missed. Oh, do I hang out with Cedric the Entertainer? I do not. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Christopher, how are you, son?
What's going on, my man? How you doing? The original jerk-off, Mark Israel. What's up, buddy?
A little upset my Spartans lost, but what can you do? They made it to the Final Four.
Yeah, they had a great year. Great team. I actually thought they were going to win once they got to the Final Four because of Izzo. He was the most experienced coach, and I thought they were going to win. I really did. But it sucks. You guys lost to a good team. Texas Tech's been playing great.
Yeah, well, like I said, we made it to the Final Four, so what can you do? But couple of things. First of all, did you by any chance listen to our buddy Bobby Woodruff on Rover's call-in show about 3 or 4 days ago, and he was talking to Dick Vitale?
Oh, God, yes. I mentioned that to Bad Dog. And, I went back and looked because I'm like, holy crap. Because I was in Bad Dog stream. And Bobby comes in and he goes, I talked to Dick Vitale. And I go, what? He said, yeah, Dick Vitale was on Rover's channel. So I'm like, Rover got Dick Vitale on his channel? He said, yeah, I talked to him. So I went back and I looked at the stream. And it was Rover's dad. It was Rover's dad.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? That was Dick Vitale, Chris. And I watched it. That was Dick Vitale. And let me tell you something. Bobby asked some of the most probing questions to Dick Vitale.
I don't remember the questions. What did he ask to Dick Vitale?
Oh, just, he asked him if he remembered being on the Cosby Show and a couple of other questions, but such in-depth probing questions. I mean, the guy it's awe-inspiring.
I gotta go back and look at the questions. I mean, he always asks great questions. He asked me about the ice cream truck and...
Right. Unbelievable stuff. If anybody is listening that hasn't seen it, I highly suggest you check it out.
I'll have to take a look.
But now that I have you, I would like to quickly go on a quick Jets rant.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
Okay. Did you by any chance happen to see the stream of the uniform unveiling?
I did not see the live stream, no.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I did see it.
Okay.
and it was probably maybe roughly an hour long. It was one of the stupidest, most boring things I've ever watched in my entire life. I mean, it was just absolute garbage. There was no. I've been to cemeteries where I've gone for an unveiling of a stone that had more energy to them.
Really? It was that bad. It was that bad.
Oh my God! It was absolutely pathetic. That guy JB Smoove, the comedian.
Yes.
He was the MC. He just did a horrible job. The entire, no one in the crowd, it was so unenthusiastic. And at one point they bring out Darnold, in his new jersey.
Right.
JB Smoove calls him over and says, "So Sam, what do you tell us? Come on, tell us what you think of the new jerseys." Trying to get Sam to be energetic, and Sam just literally takes the microphone and goes, "Oh yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're really great." I swear that this is what happens.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like the uniforms. I really don't.
Well, the way I look at it, some people are gonna like them, some people aren't gonna like them. I heard people on the internet, nitpicking. Oh, the J on the helmet is bigger than the S on the helmet, and this, what? Just the stupid. As Jet fans will get used to them. I mean, every time they've ever changed.
At the end of the day, when they win, that's all you care about.
Right, exactly. Now, this is the other point I wanted to bring up about this unveiling. You're not a Jet fan, and you were probably too young to. In '98, when Parcells was running the team,
I remember '98. That was a great team. You guys
okay.
had. Yeah.
That was the last time they actually changed uniforms.
Right. You're absolutely. I remember when they changed the uniforms, and I liked them, but I actually liked the really old ones the best. I like those ones.
Yes, absolutely, I agree. But this is what I'm getting at. How they unveiled those uniforms in '98?
No, how?
They didn't go through this ridiculous crap like they did the other night. In '98, they unveiled the uniforms at their first game. And it wasn't even a home game. They unveiled them that year in '98. They played San Francisco in the first week.
I remember that. I remember that game. That's the game in overtime where Garrison Hurst ran for 80 yards for a touchdown.
Yes.
Yes.
But that is the game that they unveiled. And that's the way it should be done instead of this stupid crap that they pulled the other night.
I kind of agree with you. Everybody, it would be more anticipation. I kind of agree with you.
Right. No, it was a complete disaster. And it was, if you can check it out, you should, because it's so cringeworthy, Chris. You have no idea.
I'll look at it tonight after. But I got a question. I know you're a huge Islanders fan, and
that's the other thing. Right, go ahead.
They're in the playoffs. I don't know.
Right.
Are they playing the Penguins?
No, it looks like I think the Rangers beat the Penguins tonight.
Okay.
And obviously, the Islanders beat the Capitals tonight. This was the last game of the season was tonight. So the Islanders just missed out of first place by 1 point.
Oh.
The Capitals had 104 points, Islanders 103, but by winning tonight and by the Rangers beating Pittsburgh, I think they beat them, then I believe the Islanders have secured home ice, and they should be playing the Hurricanes in the first round.
Okay. So, and I got to find out the days of that, because I'm definitely going to call, if it falls in line with my schedule, one of those games, the playoff game.
Yeah, that'd be great. If you could do one, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, if it's a Sunday or Monday, I'm going to do it. So
excellent.
Hopefully it's on one of those days.
All right. I'll let you go get the other calls, and really have a great time. That's the other thing I just want to say. Pete Alonso, my new favorite player.
Oh my God, that guy! He's got so much power. That guy's gonna be a hitter for years to come.
I love this kid. My son wants to go get a Alonso jersey. So.
Oh God, I see Bobby calling, and I got to take this. Oh no, that's
all right.
No, it's Cushman. It's not Bobby. I made
okay. But yeah, Bobby, call in. What's going on? This guy, he's not on the ball tonight. I don't get it. All right, buddy. Have a great one tomorrow.
All right, my man. Have a good one. Thank you for the call.
Bye-bye.
All right. And Don Smith says, what chance do the Raiders go quarterback? I give them a chance. I go 20%, 25%. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
It is Bobby. Bobby
Yep.
Woodruff. Where are you? Where were you? You're usually my first caller.
I fell asleep. I'm sorry. I took a little nap. I'm sorry.
Bobby took a little nap. Oh, well, I thought you were chasing around the ice cream truck.
No, do you see him today, Mr. Softy, yet today?
Mr. Softy. Bobby always asks me about Mr. Softy. No, I have not. Not today.
I love that ice cream truck. I missed it from New York. Hey, my friend was on just a little while ago, wasn't he?
Oh, you just called now?
Mr. Big Mouth, huh? He got the biggest mouth in the world. Man,
oh, God.
He talks behind my back.
He loves you. You know, he loves you.
He does not love me. That's not good. No, he does not. Hey, I did pretty good, J.D. Davis today, huh?
Who did good today?
J.D. Davis hit 2
home
runs
today. 2 home runs today. The Mets hit 5. Mets hit 5 home runs. And that's not like the Mets. The first, 6 games, they only had, 2 home runs. And today they go out there, they hit 5 solo bombs.
And tomorrow is good for you tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow's going to be tough. Max Scherzer's a really good pitcher. Tomorrow's going to be tough.
Well, he's 0-2.
Yeah, but he's a really good pitcher.
I think he's going to lose tomorrow.
I hope so. That would be the
So where are you sitting tomorrow?
100s. I don't remember the exact section, but it's in the 100s.
You get to meet Asia tomorrow.
I get to meet Asia tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Asia's going to be there, isn't she?
Asia's going to be there. Maybe we'll share an ice cream pop.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And the Yankees won today. Did the Yankees win today?
They, I don't know. I was doing the stream. I don't know.
I know. I fell asleep. I wanted to stay up for you, and then I fell asleep.
Bobby, man, I get it, man.
You know, I'm 50 years old. You know that. I'm old.
You're 50 years
I'm
old.
older than that knucklehead. How old is that knucklehead?
This is all I know about you, Bobby. You're 50 years old. You live in Vermont. You have an amazing voice.
Yeah.
And you have a cat named Seahawk.
Yeah. Yeah, she loves you. Every time she sees you, she loves you.
That's what I know about
excited.
Bobby. Yeah.
That's all you know about me. You know I talk a lot.
Well, you're a big talker. Big Yankee fan. You like the Mets, though. Big Giant fan.
Yeah, I like the Mets. I don't hate the Mets. I like the Mets. I used to live in Queens.
Right. Oh, that's right. I also know that.
Remember?
You're originally from Queens.
I was born in the Bronx, though, too. So.
Yes.
Then when I was 8 years old, I moved to Queens.
Biff Rickles, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But anything else?
Yeah.
Anything else, my man?
Let's see. I can't wait till the draft.
Oh, me too. Okay, let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Are you gonna have to call and show when you do the draft?
Probably not, because I'm gonna have Bad Dog on. So it's probably just gonna be me and Bad Dog talking.
Well, you could do the draft. You could call in.
I can't take calls when I have Bad Dog in through.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Well, I always have my phone.
But I'll probably have a call-in show the second day because I work.
Are you having a call-in show Monday? This coming Monday?
Maybe, probably, but I don't want to guarantee it. Oh no, I'm not, because I'm going to be calling the national championship.
Right, that's this weekend?
That's this Monday, national championship.
It is?
Yeah.
I think Michigan will go away.
They lost. You fell asleep, they're out.
They're out?
Texas Tech beat them.
Who beat them?
Texas Tech.
Oh, no, who's left? Who's going to do the national championship?
Auburn lost, and so it's Virginia versus Texas Tech.
Oh, Virginia's going to win it again, you think? Or Texas Tech?
I think Texas Tech's going to win. They've played the best basketball in this tournament. They got great defense. I think Texas Tech's going to win.
Right, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder who's the guy from the thing. Hey, did I tell you that I get to talk to Dick Vitale, remember?
Yeah, I heard. We were just talking about that. You got to talk to Dick Vitale.
I always think, oh, he told you?
He told me.
Big Mouth told you?
Big Mouth told me. He talked to Dick
Big
Vitale.
Mouth.
But Bobby, I'm gonna let you go because I got somebody calling.
Oh yeah, I talk too much.
You're a big
You know
you're a big talker. You're a big talker. King Trizzy, what's going on, my man? Thank
I
you.
am.
All right, Bobby, I'm gonna let you
Okay,
go.
well, I can't wait till Big Mouth gets back on. Talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one, my man. Have a good one.
Okay, bye now.
All
Talk
right.
to you soon.
All right. Cushman's been asking to call in for hours, and I think we got him.
Yeah, this is me.
Cushman, I hope you have something to talk about.
Yeah, I do. Sorry if I sound weird. I'm just a little sick right now.
That's okay. That's okay. I hope you feel better.
First off, I just want to say I'm happy that the Red Sox lost again. Now they're 2-8. I mean, what can be better?
Bad start for the Red Sox. I didn't see this coming. I thought they'd compete with your Yankees this year. And it's still way too early.
Well, I mean, it's still early. I think they'll compete, but it's just you hate to see it. The Red Sox are doing bad.
Oh, I
You
don't
hate
care.
to
I
see
don't like the Red Sox. I care less. I've gotten to the point.
No, I'm saying you hate to see it sarcastically.
Oh, I don't like either one of you guys. So I kind of just ignore the American League East. I don't pay attention to it.
No, I was saying that for me. Never mind.
Oh,
never
for
mind.
you, from your perspective. Okay.
Never mind. But anyway, so I just wanted to talk about the draft, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, with the draft, if we don't go QB at 6, which would likely be Haskins probably, and if, like, let's say if one of them fell, one of Williams, Bosa, or Allen fell to 6, and I'm not talking likeliness, which one would you rather have fall to 6?
I think Williams is the best. I like Allen the most for our defense, so I'd go Josh Allen.
All right. I'd go Williams because I think he's the best player in the draft.
I think he is too, but I think him and Allen, I think they're all very close, all three of those guys, but...
Yeah. My personal ranking, and I like all three of them, obviously. I mean, I think all three will be studs. I have Williams, Bosa, Allen in my personal ranking.
I think I have Williams, Allen, Bosa, but you could put any of them in any order. I mean, they're all great.
Yeah. If any of them fell to the Giants and the Giants took them, I'd be happy.
Yeah, be ecstatic. I think out of those three, the only one that's realistic is Williams. I don't think Allen or Bosa will.
Yeah, because I think that if Bosa was there for the 49ers, I think the Niners would take Bosa, and then if Allen was there for the Jets, I think the Jets would take Allen.
Right. Real quick,
But then there's no.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say, you can address the chat. What I was gonna say is out of anyone in the top 5, there's no clear perfect fit for Quinnen Williams.
No, there's not. But
yeah.
But I think he's too good. If I'm a GM, he's too good to pass up. If I'm the Raiders, I have to take him. I have to.
Yeah, but it's looking like the Raiders might take Devin White.
And if they do, there's a good chance the Bucs pass on him because they have McCoy. But there's something with McCoy's contract I read. I don't remember, but
yeah.
But
I've been hearing stuff recently that the actually I heard it more a while back that the Bucs might go corner, but it's probably a stretch to go corner at 5.
They could. I could see the Lions going corner. I could see a lot of teams going corner. So we'll see. Somebody asked me, my favorite NFL game, that's got to be the Giants, Super Bowl against the Patriots in 2007. And somebody else asked me a question. I forgot. All right. But go ahead.
Yes, and also I know we have a ton of cap room for next year, like $100 million. What pass rushers or offensive linemen, whatever, would you think would be targets at the moment? Like I know Clark's the free agent, obviously Brown's the free agent.
All the guys that were franchised this year, Clark, Jadeveon Clowney, those guys. I mean, obviously Tank Lawrence got extended, but those guys.
Yeah, and also D Ford got extended by the 49ers.
And Trey Flowers got extended. So either Clowney, if he became available.
Well, Trey Flowers, the Patriots didn't franchise him.
When I say extended, he signed a contract with the Lions.
Yeah.
You're looking at either potentially, the two guys you just said, Frank Clark and Jadeveon Clowney.
All right. Any right tackles?
I think
Do you
they're
think
going to address right tackle in the draft. I think they're going to get a right tackle in the draft.
All right. I'm a little surprised because I didn't think Darrell Williams signed for that much, and I get that we invested a lot in the offensive line with Zeitler. I'm a little surprised that you didn't see the Giants jump on Darrell Williams, considering I don't think he signed for that much.
And I agree with you, because I think it was 1 year, $7 million. I agree with you, but
It was 1 year?
Yeah.
I thought it was like
no,
3 years, 21 or something.
I'm pretty sure it's 1 year, 7, but it's because he's coming off an injury. But I agree with you, but that kind of tells me that they're definitely going to take an offensive lineman early in this draft. But because they didn't sign him.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if, let's just say, hypothetical scenario, Murray goes number 1, Bosa 2, 3 is Allen, 4 is Quinn Williams, 5 is Devin White. Just in theory, not saying that will be the draft order at all, but I could even see them at 6 then taking like a Jawan Taylor or Jonah Williams.
They definitely could. I don't think they would, but they definitely
my guess is that we take one at 17. That's just kind of my gut feeling. I feel that we're going to – I still have – I don't know. It's a weird gut feeling that we're going to that's – and I have no logic or reasoning. I just have a weird gut feeling that we're going to trade for Josh Rosen.
We'll see. But I'm going to let you go because I got somebody calling in.
All right, thank you for having me on. By the way, I'm going to try to make less jokes. I'm going to make them sometimes, but I'm going to try to make less because I don't want people to get annoyed with me.
Don't worry about it. Have a good one, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too.
All right. Next caller, what's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. What's going on, Jedi? Thank you for tuning in.
Hey, how's it going? Long-time listener, first-time caller. I've got a quick question for you. What do you think about the recent Association of American Albinos?
That was a prank call. Didn't even let him get to the end of that. That was a prank call. Not stupid. What do you think of the research of the American albinos? What the hell are you talking about? All right. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Hey, man. What's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, J-Zach.
Oh, J-Zach. What's up, my man?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Just I had a few questions, but I wanted to call in first, and this is the first thing I wanted to say. Earlier you were talking about these quarterbacks, and you said something about how if Quinn Williams and Kyler were both there, you'd take Quinn Williams, and I can't lie.
First off, that'll never happen. It's impossible.
Well, yeah, it'll never happen.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, I got a little triggered, right? And then you said something about. I have to.
Well, you're gonna get triggered no matter what. You love Kyler Murray.
What I'm saying is, you said something that I'm gonna have to tell myself it's a joke, because if not, I might have to just unsub. And I love you, Chris, but you said something along the line. And if this is true, I will look, man. I will do whatever I can to get you some help. But you said something about Haskins being better than Kyler Murray, and I stand by.
I stand by.
That subscribe button. I'm just saying, man. That subscribe button was looking like it was turning red for a second. I had to calm down. I had to collect myself.
You know what? We're all entitled to our opinions, and I'm not a Murray guy. I'm not. I know you and Bad Dog are, and I know that Kid Blue wasn't, and I'm not going to change my opinion. Pro Day's not going to change my opinion. I thought no, I know it didn't for you. I'm just saying, and I don't. I'm not insinuating to change it for anybody, but. Just because people love this I'm not going to change my opinion. I'm not a Kyler Murray guy. I'm not going to be, and maybe I'll look foolish, but I'm not a Kyler Murray guy.
I respect that completely, man. Everybody keeps talking about Haskins at 6. Who are we going to take at 6? And I've been on this train for a little bit recently. It was on my mock draft that I made. I did this. I was going to do this if Kid Blue didn't take Bosa with our mock draft that we did on his channel. Jonah Williams at 6. I don't understand why everybody's losing their minds about how negative it is. I don't understand why it's so ludicrous to a lot of people, man. I like Jawan Taylor as much as the next guy. I just personally feel that Jonah Williams is easily the best offensive lineman in this year's draft, and I just don't think it's insane for us to take him at 6. If Kyler's gone, there's no real defense. I've talked to you about this before. There's no defensive players besides Devin White, Josh Allen, Bosa, and Quinn Williams that I would take at 6. I've talked to you about them before. I just don't feel like the value is there at 6 if we take anybody else besides one of them. So I have no problem taking somebody who I believe to be the best offensive lineman in the draft, and just really solidifying the offensive line we have right now.
I'm not saying that that's the wrong pick, but the only reason when I look at it, I say to myself, why am I going to use the 6th pick on Juwan Taylor or Jonah Williams?
Williams.
Yeah, whoever it is. Why am I going to use it there when I'm going to get a Cody Ford at 17?
You don't know that. And also, here's the thing, and for you, I get why you could probably think that, but for me personally, I think the gap between Juwan Taylor and every other offensive lineman is that big. I think it's big enough. For instance, my counter argument to you, to help you understand exactly how far apart I see them, would be me telling you, why would I take Saquon Barkley at 2 when I could get Darius Geis in the 2nd round? Right?
Well, if that's honestly what you feel, then you go offensive line. Yeah, I don't feel that way. I think that they're all close, and I think that there's a big gap between the. Well, the problem is what you just said. If Quinton Williams does not fall there, it is kind of a mishmash. I mean, I like a lot of those guys. I would take Ed Oliver. I think if they're not going quarterback. And the top 5 who we both think is gone, I think I would go at Oliver at this point.
Yeah. I couldn't do it just because I couldn't take a guy at 6 whose primary skill for me personally has just been stuffing the run. Like, I can't take a run stuffer at 6.
I think he has such potential to be a pass rusher.
No, and I agree with the potential, but I told you before, I don't agree with drafting somebody off of what they can be. I want to draft off somebody what they are and what they've proven to be, because there's no guarantee that I'm going to coach them to reach that potential. That's just how I feel about Oliver. Like I said, I've said this on record a few times. I think Ed Oliver has the potential to be the best player in this draft when it's all said and done. I don't have any guarantee as to what if he can reach that. The only guarantee I have is what I've seen from him so far in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so far in college, I've just seen him stuff the run a lot. But don't be wrong, he's a good pass rusher. I've seen the guy consistently take double teams more than almost anybody I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
And he does well against them, but it's just most of his, highlights, if you will, are just against the run. And it's like, man, I can't spend my 6th pick on a guy who in college primary job has been what Damon Snacks Harris's job was.
I'm not going to be upset if they go all over there. I'm hoping Quinton Williams falls at this point. That's what I'm praying. And I think it's very possible. I think it's at least
really?
I think it's at least a 25-30% chance, yeah.
I don't get that, man. Like, he's too good to fall. I can't see a team being dumb enough to just not take him.
If teams draft based on fit and not value, I mean, he's going to get the 4. So it comes down to the Raiders for me. If the Raiders trade down or they go with a Devin White, I don't think that the Bucs would take him. I really don't.
Really?
I really don't.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, for the Bucs, I could definitely see that. I could see the Bucs taking him.
That's what I'm saying. If he gets by the Raiders, I think there's a very strong chance he gets to the Giants.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with that, because I think the Bucs are so locked in on Devin White right now. At least you kind of have to be. If you didn't sign Quan Alexander, you have to be dead set on Devin White. But
the question is, if the Raiders take Devin White, what do you do?
I think I trade down to the Bucs. If I trade down from there.
You trade down and hope somebody wants to trade up for a Quinton Williams or a quarterback.
Yeah, exactly. If I'm the Bucs, I'm trading down if Devin White's not there. Because that's just how I think I would have to do that.
And then you get Devin Bush.
Because good, but exactly, and you just pick up Devin Bush. But if I'm the Broncos, I'm taking Devin Bush as well at 10 if Devin White's not there, which he won't be.
Yeah.
So it's like it's so hard, man. There's just so many teams who can kind of conflict with each other in this year's draft that it just blows my mind, man.
It always does. The draft always.
Last year's draft I thought was way more obvious than this year's draft. Like, people were like, last year's draft was crazy with the Giants. Are they going to take Saquon? Are they going to take Darnold? I 100%, I had it penciled in. It was Saquon. Like, every day of the week, I just knew it was Saquon Barkley. I was just so confident in that aspect. But this time, I'm actually not sure. Like, I don't want Haskins. Not a Haskins guy. I don't dislike Haskins. I just think he's highly, highly overrated.
I was talking earlier. I was talking earlier, and you probably weren't here when I said it because it was at the beginning. A report came out on Twitter that some guy says that the Haskins hype is media driven, and he thinks that a lot of teams have him third on their quarterback list. And if that's the case,
with that.
But if it is the case, and I may disagree with it, but if it's the case, he might fall to 17.
I still wouldn't even take him at 17 is the thing, though, dude. It's not that I just don't like him at 6. I just don't care for him at all. Like, and everybody's like, man, why do you hate Haskins? Like, I don't hate Haskins. I just don't think he's the future quarterback. Like, he's not somebody I'm going to grab and be like, okay, I think this guy can be the cornerstone. Like, I think there's 3 quarterbacks coming out of next year's draft who are better than Haskins. So I would just, if I can't take Kyler, I think Kyler is the best quarterback coming out of next year's draft too. Like right now, according to right now anyway. Like if Tua, Fromm, and Herbert were all,
I don't like Fromm at all. I like Herbert. I don't like Fromm.
I like Herbert. I like Herbert's potential. Don't like him right now. Like this year, if he came out in this year's draft, I would actually have Haskins above him, which is pretty insane considering I'm not a big Haskins guy. But I just think Herbert made too many mistakes for me to be like, yeah, he's the guy. But yeah, it's just I think that's because I'm just that high on Kyler, man. I'm so high on Kyler. So like that's my thing is if I'm not going to get Kyler next year, I think there's at least 3 quarterbacks coming out who are better than Haskins. So I'm like I would just wait. You know, I would have no problem waiting. I think our roster is weak enough that I can guarantee us a top 10 spot. And if not, trade down a little bit in this year's draft, accumulate some picks, and trade up in next year's draft. You know, everybody's talking about how difficult that's going to be. I don't think it's going to be as difficult as most people think it is. You know, I think we can trade Shep or somebody. Like I said, you were with the caller earlier saying that he doesn't think Shep is going to be a Giant for too much longer. I agree with that. I could definitely see us trading him.
Yeah.
Golden Tate, I think Golden Tate is just better than he is. He just fits up. Golden Tate and Sterling Shepard play the same role, and Golden Tate plays it better. You know, so I just don't think we have a real purpose for Sterling Shepard right now.
That's the thing. That's why I don't see because Shepard's probably going to cost $12-13 million.
He's gonna, dude. He watched Odell get paid. All he's thinking about is the money right now. Like I don't care what anybody says. I know Shep's just thinking about the money because he saw Odell get paid. He's going to want to get paid.
And somebody's going to give it to him, and you know.
I just don't want to.
We saw Tyrell Williams get paid. Right? I don't remember how much he got paid, but Shepard, I would think, would get a similar contract.
Tyrell, let me put it this way: Tyrell got paid too much. Let's just put it that way.
And Shepard will get the same contract. He'll get a similar contract because I think they're comparable.
Yeah, and I can't, dude. I would rather just draft a receiver. I can't pay a receiver like that. I just can't do it. You know, like don't be wrong. Like I saw a picture today of Odell edited into a Browns uniform, and it made me tear a little bit. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm kind of happy your contract's gone. Yeah. Like it's really hard for me to look at Odell in anything but a Giants uniform. But at the same time, it's like, dude, I just can't fathom paying you that money. I just can't do it. You know, I can't do it at all. So like it's kind of hard for me to just watch over because your receivers, I have to admit, like receivers tend to lots of times be some of the favorite players on a person's team because they're the flashiest receiver. They touch the ball a lot. I mean, they're the flashiest player. You know, they touch the ball. So that always ends up being a lot of people's favorite players on a team. But, you know, people don't understand that just because they're your favorite doesn't mean they're important, you know. And I think if you look at most of the Super Bowl winning teams these past years and just most of them in general, not one of them was paying a receiver insane money.
I say that all the time. You can't win. You cannot. I guess you can. If in the Brown situation, I guess you can because you have the quarterback and the star pass rusher on rookie contracts. But in a situation unlike that, you cannot be paying your wide receiver quarterback money and expect to compete on a year-in, year-out basis. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you go, man, because I'm sure I got a couple more people calling in.
No, go ahead. Dude, go ahead.
Say, thank you for the call, my man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
All right,
I'll see you later, man. Have a good game.
You too, man. Have a good one. I know he doesn't play for you, Christian, or you guys let him go. I was talking about the contract he got. And Goose wants to know if he can text in as we wait for callers. And somebody, what's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. What's going on, MYG31? How you doing, buddy? Who? Hello?
This is Lucas Mill.
Lucas Mill, gonna need you to speak up, my man. Can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. It's a little late.
Oh.
Yeah. How you been?
I'm good, man. You just moved to Colorado, right, or something?
No, I moved to New Mexico.
Oh, that's what it was. New Mexico. So what's up, Lucas?
Yeah. Nothing there. Just watching the stream.
Yeah.
Justin, this up here.
It's a little late there for you, huh? I can barely hear you, but maybe. Yeah,
it's a little late for me.
I hear you, man. I'm gonna let you go though, because people can't hear you.
You can't. Wait. Before you let me go, I got one hot take. It's a quick one.
Go ahead.
I think Tom Brady's gonna retire after this season.
That's not that crazy. I don't think he will, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, he's going to be, 43 years old at the end of the year?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked. But I'm going to let...
I think he
go
won't
ahead.
play the same as he used to.
We'll see. We'll see, Lucas. We will see.
Yeah.
But thank you so
Yeah,
much for the call. I appreciate it. And next time, hope you get the call a little earlier.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Lucas. All right, my man. Have a good one. And we'll see if we get any more calls. He calls a lot, Goose. And what's going on? You're on live. This number looks familiar. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Okay, it's Chris Senior here. You know, I love Tyrell Williams. You know, Tyrell Williams is probably one of my favorite receivers in the whole entire league. But I can't freaking stand hear two people talking about he got overpaid. $44 million is good for around. I think he got guaranteed like $20 million or something like that. But I think that's good enough for a receiver of his quality, bro. He's so good.
Well, how many years did he get?
He got like 3 years, I think.
Let me look up his contract. Because if he got the $15 million a year, which I think is what he got overpaid.
Yeah.
He got overpaid.
I just can't believe it, you know. I don't know if you saw it, but in the Cleveland game, you know, I thought Jabril Peppers was so good, and I thought the safeties were so good. Jabril Peppers threw the ball, he underthrew it a little bit, and he went up there and he caught that against 3 wide receivers. It was like a sea of hands. He caught that so freaking easily, bro. He's 6'6", and he's like 200 and something pounds, bro. He's just a massive.
He didn't get as much as I thought. He's getting 11 and a half. So maybe he's not as overpaid. I think Shepard's going to get something comparable to what he got. I think Shepard will get something because they're similar receivers. They both have had about the same amount of production on the NFL level. I think he'll get a similar contract, like an $11.5 million a year type contract.
Oh, I was saying, you know, Tyrell is a good route runner. He has pretty good speed for a dude tall as him and as much weight as him. You know, he can run the routes like Keenan Allen. You know, Keenan Allen, he's a good route runner. I mean, he can do it probably just as good as him. You know, he can run the post. He can run the Hail Mary. He can run a simple slant route. You know, he can run anything pretty much. He's a versatile wide receiver. You can even run him too. You can do what's it called? You can do reverses and stuff like that. And I think he's just a good wide receiver. You know, we had him for like 4 years or something like that since 2016. He was really good for us. I mean, I think the Raiders got a steal on him, to be honest. And I don't even know what the hell Tom Telesco was doing. Just putting him as a.
I think he's an okay receiver. I don't think he's a superstar like you do, but you know that's for another day.
I'm not saying he's a superstar wide receiver. I'm saying I forgot to say this. He's a good backup receiver.
He's like Sterling Shepard. Yeah. Oh God, I hung up by accident. I didn't mean to do that. Just hung up on Sinor by accident. I apologize, Sinor. Sorry about that. But yes, I think Chris Sinor is a Raiders fan now. I didn't mean to hang up on you, Sinor. I apologize. Seems like the calls are winding down a little bit. But Entertainer, I don't know if the Sorry about that, Sinor. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you so much for calling in. No, I did honestly. I hang up on him by accident. What's going on? You're on live. Hello.
Oh, what's going on?
Is this Lucas Milk again? Hello?
Hi, yeah.
Who is this?
Nelson.
Oh, Nelson. Oh, Bleed Big Blue. Thank you so much. He says, you think we will pull the trigger on Rosen if he is available? I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think the Giants are going to do it from everything you're reading, but who knows? It could be smoke. They could be trying to lower his value, and maybe, but no, I don't think the Giants will get Rosen. But go ahead, Nelson. What's up? What do you want to talk about?
I need to talk about the Knicks because he better hope that we win the lottery with
Zion.
by getting Zion.
Right. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. We gotta get Zion, Nelson.
Because he can't win without doing that.
Yeah, I didn't mean to hang up on you. I didn't mean to hang up on you, Christian. I apologize. Yeah, we need Zion. Nelson, there's not much else for me to say with that. I mean, that's pretty obvious. We're all hoping we get Zion.
True. And
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Anything else?
Just want to check something before I hang up.
Go ahead.
Please don't take your time.
What?
Apologize for taking your time.
Say something. What? I honestly can't understand what you're saying. What?
I just kind of apologize for taking time.
Okay.
Even
Right.
I mean, I just found out that I'm tired of your mess right now.
I hear you. I hear you, Nelson. I think we're all tired of them, and we're hoping for the best. I got a few people trying to call in, so I'm going to let you go, but I just want to say thank you so much for calling in, Nelson. Thank you so much for calling in. I really appreciate the call.
All right.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. All right. We'll be taking a few more calls, and tell us, Chris, with the patience of a guy. Taylor, I appreciate. Happy birthday, Taylor. I know it's not where you are now, but where I am, it's after midnight. So, happy East Coast birthday, Taylor. Try to be polite. I try to be polite. Mike, they said, entertainer. I don't know if the Met Stadium sells it, but if they do, could you eat a funnel cake for me, brother? I don't think I'll get too sloppy on camera. I can't do it. Yeah, everybody say happy birthday to Taylor. As we wait for another potential caller. It is 12:12. It seems like it's dying down a little bit tonight. I guess a lot of people were streaming Saturday night. Mondays always seem to be busier, but figured I'd try to do the call-in show tonight, and we'll see if we get a few more callers. It's 12:12. And yeah, everybody say happy birthday to Taylor. Nick Howard, what's going on, my man? How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Any questions in the chat? If you don't want to call in, go ahead. We'll talk for maybe another 20 minutes. We'll probably wrap this up. Chris, you've called in twice. So, Entertainer... By the way, Sperm Cell hasn't called in a while. See him in here. Entertainer literally said, thanks for the call, and here's what... No, I'm just being nice to her. I mean, she's very pretty, but no, I'm just being nice to her. The GOAT. You know what? If nobody's going to call in, Chris, you might as well call in. Nobody seems to be... Oh, all right. Sperm Cell's going to call in. As I'm watching a Morgan & Morgan commercial with some guy dressed in a nice suit there. Not the best looking guy. Waiting on a call here. It's 12 to end. There we go. I think this is Sperm Cell.
Yes.
And Mike Nixon, I will take a second call because it seems to be dying down a little bit. What's going on? And, of course, I'm waiting for like 2 minutes. Oh, Josh Latour, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. You've been incredibly generous. He says, Dwayne Haskins and Clayton Farrell with the... I would be personally okay with that. A lot of people don't seem to like Haskins, but if you get Haskins and you get a pass rusher and an offensive lineman, there's nothing wrong with that. And Nick Howard, I look forward to talking to you, buddy. What's going on, Sperm? So how you doing, my man?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Your Cardinals you're not doing so well.
Yeah, we just blew another lead.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that?
Gave up 4 runs in the 8th after being up 3-1.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I haven't even looked at the standings. I know the Cubs are off to a slow start too, right? In the NL Central.
Yeah. The Brewers are 7-1.
Brewers are really good.
Yeah. The worst part is it's supposed to be our best bullpen pitcher. Andrew Miller gave up 2 home runs.
Well, I remember when he was a free agent, I wanted the Mets to potentially sign him because he's a great pitcher, and especially because he's a lefty. He's got unbelievable stuff. How has he been pitching for you guys, other than today?
He's in shaky. He's been walking a bunch of people, gave up a few home runs.
And I don't even remember what contract did he get. How big of a contract?
I forgot. I know it was a lot of money, though.
Yeah. I knew he was going to cash in. I wanted the Mets to be in on him, but I guess he's been shaky so far.
Yeah, just seems to be with the Cards every year. Spend a bunch of money on a reliever, and then they don't pan out.
Right. I hear you, man. I hear you. But what else you want to talk? You want to talk Eagles? What do you want to talk about?
Well, I called it. I was saying we should go after Jordan Howard.
You did? I think Philly 500 called that, too. Both you guys called that. Yeah, you did call that. And you guys got a steal. Because Jordan Howard, I mean, you guys got him for nothing. You got him for, what, a 6th-round pick or something, right?
Yeah.
And there's some, like, stipulation where it could become a 5th round. I don't know the wording in the contract, but they said it could become a 5th.
Yeah, I mean, even if it does come a 5th,
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter to me.
you're getting a above average running back for nothing.
Yeah.
You know? And how's your channel coming along, by the way?
I mean, started on it.
Yeah, is it going to be called The Entertainer Talking Porn, or are you going to switch it up?
I have to switch it up. I'm not called The Entertainer Talking Porn.
But I'm looking forward to that when you start your channel. I'm actually going to have Philly 500 on my channel on next Monday. We're going to do the Phillies-Mets game, so that should be fun.
Alright.
I know you're
Did you see what Bryce Harper did today?
What did Bryce Harper do today?
He tried to jump over a catcher, but he just hit him in the face.
No, I was at work. I didn't get to see it.
Probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He was running home, and he tried to, like, hurdle him or something to try and get home. And he basically just landed right on his head.
So it's kind of like the movie Major League 2 when the guy dove over the catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to take a look at the replay. No, I was working all day, so I didn't get to see much. I saw Taylor's Texas Tech one. I saw that. I saw the end, that game as I was doing the stream. So they're in the finals, and they're going to be playing Virginia. So I was completely wrong. I picked Auburn, and I picked Michigan State. So I got both picks wrong.
Yeah, I think I picked Auburn. Yeah, I picked Auburn and Michigan State, too.
Yeah, I thought with Izzo, I really thought he was the best coach left, and I thought they were going to win. But Texas Tech's defense has been phenomenal, and I think I'm picking them to win the whole thing.
I think Auburn kind of got gypped.
Well, yeah, I saw the replay there. I finally saw it. Yeah, they definitely got gypped. I don't know how that wasn't called a foul.
And the double dribble.
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that. I saw the three-pointer in the corner.
Dribbling the ball.
Yeah, I saw the
he was dribbling the ball, and he dribbled it behind his legs, but it bumped into him on the back of his foot before it hit the court, so it should have been counted as a double dribble, but they didn't call it.
Interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. But anything else, my man?
Nope.
Sperm Cell, I appreciate the call. I always appreciate you tuning in my stream, support my channel, man. You're great, so thank you for the call, buddy.
All right,
my man. Have a good one. I saw somebody else was trying to call in. It was a 631 number. I think that was probably Yanks and Mets. We got no calls for like 2 minutes, and then all of a sudden we get a ton. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. And Steven, real quick, I'm very excited with my Mets and Yanks. I don't even know if they won today. I think they won against the Orioles. But what's going on?
Hey, it's Nicky Sav again.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
So I remember the main thing I wanted to say from before, and that was, why does Bad Dog hate on Greedy Williams? I don't understand. What does he not like about him?
Did Bad Dog? Oh, I know why he hates on Greedy Williams. Well, I don't know if he hates Greedy Williams. He just doesn't have him probably as high rated as some do. But he reminds him of Eli Apple. He's a poor tackler, and people are enamored with his athleticism, his height and his speed.
Well, I think he's head and shoulders above Eli Apple coming out of Ohio State.
Oh,
I mean, he's way more athletic, way faster. Like,
I agree with you. But people are scared of his tackling. I wouldn't take him at 6, but if he's there at 17, I would unless somebody else is there. That it depends on who we draft. Because if we go quarterback, I think you have to go pass rusher at 17. If you go pass rusher, I'm completely fine going corner at 17.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it depends on who you draft. I don't think you can take a corner at 17 though if you don't take a pass rusher at 6.
Okay, yeah, I mean that makes sense, I guess. And is DeAndre Baker I think he's your best corner that you like, right?
It's a coin toss. Those are my top 2. I like Byron Murphy, but I don't think he's on the same level as those two. Greedy and I like both those guys above him. It's literally like a coin toss. I would say I feel there's probably a higher probability that DeAndre Baker will be a better pro, but I think Greedy Williams has a higher ceiling.
I think Greedy is a higher ceiling. I actually trust Greedy more just because LSU is a DBU. You got Tyrann Mathieu. You got Patrick Peterson. There's a list of other guys that are coming out of there that I kind of trust the LSU corners a bit more.
I think they're both going to be really good. I'd be happy with either one at 17 if the right.
He reminds me of Marcus Peters a little bit.
That's fair. That's a fair comparison. I think both of them will be good corners at the NFL level, and it's perfect because everybody always says that Gettleman is not a guy that believes in paying his secondary. But it makes sense to draft a corner then in the first round because then you're going to have a premier corner on a rookie deal. And then you can use that free agency money on the positions that he values more, like a pass rusher, like an offensive lineman, like whatever else.
That's exactly why he let Josh Norman walk in Carolina.
Exactly. And exactly why I think he was attracted to Jabril Peppers, because he's on a rookie contract, and why he let Landon Collins walk.
I think Jabril Peppers right now is more valuable than Landon Collins because of how little Jabril's getting paid, and I think he's a hair worse as a box safety, but he's a ton better in coverage than Landon Collins was. I think that we're such a more valuable position with Jabril Peppers than we were with Landon Collins.
They're two completely different players. Like, it would have been nice to have both of them on the team at the same time, which obviously was not going to happen because then you would have had your box safety and your center fielder, and that's when I thought that Collins was going to be back on the franchise tag. That's what I was looking for in free agency. I was looking for center fielders, safeties that could cover. And that's what he is. And now you'd like to get a box safety. And, we'll see if they get one in the draft. But I like Collins.
Well, a lot of people consider Jabril a box safety. You're really the first person I've ever heard say that he's more of a free safety.
I think he's more of a coverage player. From everything I've watched, I think he's tremendous in coverage, Jabril Peppers.
I think I saw PFF do something on his snaps by position, and half of them were in the box or at the line of scrimmage.
I don't consider him a box. I don't think they're going to use him that way. I think they're going to use him as a coverage safety. But I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Then somebody... sorry, continue. My bad.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to change topics to the draft a little bit, but one of the players I think is going to be really good in the league is Colin Farrell, but I also would be very upset if the Giants took him. I don't think he fits their scheme at all.
I agree, but I'm not really upset if they take him because I do like Colin Farrell, but I agree that he doesn't fit the scheme. But
he's a solid 4-3 guy. I really don't think he'd be good at a 3-4 D end.
I'm not going to be upset because I think he's very good, but I agree with you that he doesn't. Like, Montez Sweat fits the scheme much better, obviously.
He's too stiff, though, Montez Sweat. I mean, do you see him at his pro day when he was running or he was shuffling or whatever? He was just so stiff.
Montez Sweat is an athlete. He's not a polished player, but he's an athlete. He's a guy. He's kind of like JPP, like when he first came out, and JPP worked out, but JPP got drafted based off his athleticism, and it would be the same thing if they took a Montez Sweat.
And same with Osi Manura. Osi Manura was an athlete.
Yeah, but he was a second-round pick, if I'm not mistaken, or very late first.
Second-round pick who was not invited to the Combine also.
Yeah. So, I mean, they were based more. I think it's very similar. I think it's a good comparison to compare him to a JPP or a OC guys that, and it worked out for the Giants, but it doesn't always work out. A lot of times those guys are bosses.
Yeah. Well, it also worked out with Ezekiel Ansah with the Lions. He was really, really athletic. That worked out.
Right. But anything else, my man?
Yeah. Also, what if the Giants ended up taking a Hollywood or an AJ Brown in the second round? Well, how would you feel about that?
It depends what they do with their first 2 picks. If they go defense with their first 2 picks and they're very high on Hollywood Brown and they're like, this guy's here at 37, we got to take him, I can't knock him for doing that. But it's not what I would do. Oh, Dire Giants fan, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that.
If Hollywood or Dalton Risner are both there at 37, who are you taking?
Who are my first 2 guys?
Your first 2 guys are Ed Oliver and Greedy Williams.
Dalton Risner.
Dalton Risner, yeah.
Right tackle is way too. I mean, it's. I know you might like Hollywood Brown. It sounds like you do if you're asking me the question, but and I think Hollywood Brown could easily be the best wide receiver in this class, but the right tackle position is such an importance right now. They need to address it.
I think the Cardinals are taking Hollywood with their second round pick. I think they're going to take 2 Oklahoma players.
I've got the Cardinals taking. Who do I got them taking in the second round? I had them taking a left tackle, but he got hurt. What's his name? Oh God. I had them going offensive line, but he got hurt. The guy that I like, but Kajust.
Oh, Yannick Kajust. Okay,
Yeah. But now I think it'll be probably a wide receiver. I agree with you. I don't know which one, but I think I'm leaning wide receiver for the Cardinals in the second round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Pro Football Focus had them. They went Kyler Murray number 1, and then they went Hollywood in the second round, and then they also had the Giants taking Will Grier with the second round pick. And I don't know how I feel about that. How about you?
I would not be happy, but it wouldn't shock me. Will Grier, everybody said, had a great pro day. He's moving up charts. It wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't be happy though in the second. If you get him in the third round, I won't complain. But second round, I'd rather have Daniel Jones than him. If we're gonna take
Daniel Jones, really
than him. I'm not saying I like Daniel Jones, but I'd rather have Daniel Jones than Will Grier.
And I'm assuming you like Locke more than both those guys.
Yes. But Locke has too much of an upside not to like over Daniel Jones.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But
all right, no problem.
Anything else, man?
That's it.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for the call, my man. Yeah, you were great, man. 2 great calls tonight. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Talk to you later. Bye.
You got it, my man. Brandon, yeah, if you want to call in, go ahead. It shouldn't be that hard. A lot of people. It is so weird. Somebody must have just ended a stream because I wasn't getting called for like 4 minutes. Now I'm getting a lot of calls. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. Hello?
Anakin, Talker Sports. What's good, brother?
Mike Nixon back at it. What's going on, my man?
No, I'm saying I figured, the phones are dying down. Might as well hear my beautiful voice again. You know what I mean?
Gorgeous voice. Not quite as gorgeous as Bobby, but great voice.
But, yeah, I just want to bring up, as I was talking earlier, I totally agree with you about that whole Rosen thing. Like, it doesn't make sense that if we were the team that offered a second-round pick, that Washington's the favorite because our pick is higher than theirs.
No, 100%. I don't think the Giants are going to offer the second-round pick.
Huh?
I agree with you. If the Giants offer the second, they'll get Rosen more than likely. I don't think they're going to do it.
Yeah, because like I said, when the news broke out that the Chargers, Patriots, and Giants were all in and they were the favorites, about 30 minutes after I got that alert, I got another alert from the same source, CBS Sports, that we offered a second-round pick.
I don't think that. Who knows? At this point, who the hell knows? But, I mean, from what I read most recently by Jordan Raanan of ESPN, the Giants were lukewarm on him, and they weren't willing to offer more than a third-round pick.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
It's like everybody said. Like you just said, who the hell knows at this point what's going on, you know?
I think
at this point, we won't know until the draft.
Probably not.
Honestly.
Probably not. And the longer the Cardinals wait, the less they might get. So they're playing a dangerous game.
Yeah, I mean, what if they kept both though? Like, what if that's an actual thing and they decided they're going to keep both?
I can't see it.
I can't see it either, and I think it's stupid because then you're just wasting. You're wasting Murray's talent, and wasting Rosen's. Whoever you decide, well, whoever starts and isn't starting, you're just wasting their talent. You know what I mean?
I think they either draft Murray or they don't. And if they draft Murray, Rosen's off the team. So obviously they either draft Murray,
Yeah.
but I'm saying they're either going to not draft Murray and keep Rosen, or they're going to draft Murray and get rid of Rosen. And if they get rid of Rosen, I think it's smart for them to trade him as soon as possible, because if they wait and they keep him on the roster, like, it's not going to help his value if he's on the bench. So
Exactly.
I think you have to trade him. It's stupid.
And then same thing goes for Kyler. If you bring in Kyler and you start Rosen, you're kind of just wasting Kyler's talent there too. You know what I mean?
They have to trade Rosen. If they're drafting Kyler Murray, they have to trade Rosen. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
They have
Yeah.
exactly. Like I don't know why all that rumors are going out, all that they're keeping them. Like there's no point in even putting that out, because we all know if you're drafting Kyler, you're trading Rosen. There's no way you're keeping both of them.
Exactly.
There's no way.
Exactly.
There's no way.
And I see Brandon ask if I could type in your first 3 digits, Brandon. I have no idea what your number is. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. But anything else, my man?
Yeah. Do you realistically think that Reisner will be there in the second round?
Yeah. I'm not saying he definitely will be, but yeah, I think it's a distinct possibility he could be. Yeah.
Just for some reason how the draft goes, I feel like he's gonna. I feel like somebody's gonna take. I won't even say he's a reach, because he is a good lineman, but I can see somebody like Minnesota taking him at 18. You know what I mean? They need offensive line, you know?
Well, all right, here's the breakdown. Let's just say Jawan Taylor, Jonah Williams go in the top 10, 12.
Mm-hmm.
18, in my estimation, if the Giants don't go offensive line, which in this scenario, if we're hoping Reisner falls, they don't. They pass on offensive line at 17. I think the third offensive lineman goes to the Vikings at 18. And I think that's more than likely either Cody Ford or Andre Dillard. And then at 23, I think the other one would go to the Texans. And then it's possible nobody goes after that, or it's possible somebody takes someone else. There's a few guys that could go. So
yeah.
I think Reisner's a possibility at 37. I probably not a probability, but I think it's a possibility.
I mean, honestly, I hope, because, like you said, it's always good to get that depth and beef up our line. I mean, our line's pretty good now with like the moves that we make, but like you said, it's always good to have that depth piece and just to beef it up more.
I mean, and you know what Gettleman thinks. He always wants to beef up that offense.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let you go because I got a few people that want to call in. I see.
Okay, no problem.
But thank you so much for the call, Mike. I really appreciate it.
No problem, brother, and enjoy yourself tomorrow. Now I know you say you want to do a funnel cake, but can you at least eat a hot dog for me tomorrow?
Oh, I'll eat a hot dog.
Hot dog with a little bit of mustard and ketchup, right?
I do the mustard, I do the ketchup, I do the sauerkraut, little relish. I mix it all in. I'm a mixer when it comes to the hot dogs.
I like that.
All right, my man.
And then one last thing, and I'll make sure next time I bang a girl on the recliner, I'm gonna bang her extra hard just for you, all right?
I don't know if you want to be visualizing me while you're having fun on the recliner, but
I'm not visualizing, but
you'll do it for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I really do.
No problem, brother. No problem.
All right, Mike. Thank you so much. You have a good one, my man. Thank you for the call.
You too, brother.
All right, my man. As we're waiting for the next caller here, Mike Nixon, of course, infamous for the recliner sex. And we're waiting on the next caller. Cushman, I'm sure you do. You talk about it enough. All right, I've seen this I've seen this 631 calling in a while, so I'm going to take him. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, entertainer.
What's going on? Who's this?
Jeremy Hansen.
Oh, Jeremy. Jeremy got a little stage fright earlier. Jeremy's relatively new to the community. I've seen you around in all my streams recently, so I appreciate that. And I know you're active with Bad Dog as well, and the whole YouTube community. So what's up, buddy?
How about the Mets? 6-2.
Great start, my man. Great start. You know, it's
Pete
early.
Alonso.
It's early. You know as well as I do. Last year we started 11-1, and all the Met fans, including myself, were saying, "Oh my God, we're gonna go to the playoffs. We're gonna win the division." You know, blah 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 blah, and then it all went to hell. And everybody was in love with Mickey Callaway after half the first half of the month, and we saw how that turned out. So I'm not gonna get crazy, but as a Met fan, I'm excited.
I think it's a little different this year though than last year.
Then tell me why. Peter Alonso, and you're more confident with Wheeler, and you like the back end of the bullpen with Diaz.
Yeah, Ramos.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, Ramos. How crazy is this? Last year, the last few years, when you had Darno back there, he never threw anybody out. The first guy who tries to steal on Ramos, he throws him out.
Yeah, and with Steven Matz for change.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, Ramos was a very underrated pickup. I think it was a great pickup by the Mets, and he's going to add a lot to this team, both behind the plate and at the plate, and leadership. He's a veteran. Ramos was probably you could argue, was the most important pickup. That includes Cano, that includes Diaz. Ramos was, I mean, to go from Darno to Ramos, I mean, it is like night and day. Night and day.
And DeGrom is picking up right where he left off.
DeGrom's been, DeGrom's the best pitcher in baseball. I said Kershaw going into the year, but DeGrom's the best pitcher in baseball. He's unbelievable.
Did you hear about Porzingis, the rapist stuff?
What'd you say?
The news about Porzingis.
What about the rape? Yeah, I mean, I personally, this is my thought on this. In this country, especially like the media nowadays, everybody kind of jumps to conclusions, and I never take that lightly. To me, that's right up there with murder. Like, that's as bad as it gets, raping someone. But you can't just assume the guy's guilty just because you hear that he committed or potentially committed a horrible crime. And a lot of I'm not saying he didn't do it, he could have, but a lot of the facts in this scenario point to that he probably didn't. She's claiming that he raped her the night of his ACL injury. If I don't know about you, but if I had an ACL injury, I'm not looking to have sex. And you know, they point to that, and you know, I maybe he did. I'm not, you know, but we gotta let it play out. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe the Knicks do something.
Yeah, but we'll see. But anything else, my man?
No.
All right, buddy. I just want to say thank you so much for the call, man. I really appreciate you being as active as you are on my channel, man. I really do.
Yeah. Bye.
All right, brother. That was Jeremy, new joiner of the channel. I think he's a Jet fan, if I'm not mistaken. But that's okay, because he likes the Mets. Jeremy Hansman, I think his name is. All right. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in. James, it's always 3 hours, my calling shows. Always 3 hours. So I go to about 1.
Chris, it's Brandon.
Brandon Roger. I love this guy. I absolutely love this guy. Big. Every time you call in, and I know you're done with the basketball season now, but you always talk about your basketball game, and I think you play baseball too, right?
Yeah, Chris. Well, see, I'm actually in Milwaukee right now. We got a tournament this weekend, so I want to tell you about that.
Oh, you baseball?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our season started last week.
Oh, good stuff, man. What's
and
up?
We already got a tournament.
What's up?
So, let's see here. We played 3 games today, and we won them all. We won the first one 8-2. The second one it was 7-1, and then the third one it was 9-4.
Oh wow! So you did good. You did good.
Yeah.
Very good, man. What position? I know you told me this. What position you play?
First base. Well, I pitched 4 innings today. I pitched in the second and third game. I'm not a starter. I'm like more of a relief, like setup man. And then I played all the first game, and then I switched outfield and pitcher through the second and third.
Oh, very good stuff, man. Very good stuff. And yeah, I love that you're a part of my channel because it's hard to find kids that actually love baseball. In today's generation, and I like having people on my channel that like baseball because I like it.
Yeah, I know. Since we're in Milwaukee, we went to on my team and my coaches. We went to the Brewers game yesterday versus the Cubs, so that was fun
That's
too.
one stadium I should have went to A girl I dated at the time, her family lived in Wisconsin, so we went. She obviously lives in New York, but we went and visited her family in Wisconsin, and we were so close to Miller Park, and I wanted to go, and we ended up going to Wrigley, which of course is, you got to go to Wrigley. It was about an hour and a half drive.
Yeah.
We went to Wrigley. Wrigley was phenomenal. Probably my favorite stadium I've ever been to, either that or Fenway. But we should have done Miller Park too. I regret not doing that. I've been to 12 stadiums, and I had an opportunity to go there. I didn't get to see it. How was it?
Oh, so I went to Miller Park last year
Okay.
versus the Dodgers, and that was, I think it was Manny Machado's, was it second game, or it was one of his first games as a Dodger, but yesterday, Brewers won. It was a high-scoring game. I can't remember the score off the top of my head since it's such a fun day. I was like, my mind's blank about the game, but it was really fun. And we had some good seats. We were third base side, and we were like 5 or 6 rows up from the field. Not like dugout, but like third base, like right by the foul pole and the line. Yeah.
I think that's where I'm sitting tomorrow, actually, at the Met game. Very similar. I think it might be on the first. Might be on the first baseline, but it's section, I think it's 107, and I used to have season tickets for the Mets, and I was on section 128, which is the exact same seats, just on the other side. So it's kind of like in between third base and where the outfielder plays. So it's a little bit up the line, but they're good seats.
Yeah, I think we didn't. I don't think we paid a lot for them. I think we paid like $50-$60, so it wasn't that bad. And it was a really good game. So as long as you get that out of it.
And you're a Dodgers fan, right?
Yeah, Dodger fan. Yeah, but we just won yesterday because of the whole team, and I just didn't want to go and just be like the loner out. So I was like, I had to go.
Right. Of course, no, I'm just asking.
Yeah.
You Dodgers. I still think you guys will win the West. I got the Dodgers winning the West.
Sometimes, Kelly, he's been struggling recently, and I don't know if we need to go out and get someone sooner or later, but Kimbrel maybe. But I hope he can bounce back because he's been struggling recently.
We'll see, my man. But anything else, buddy?
Not much. Just have fun at the game tomorrow, man. Hopefully they win for you. Who do they play tomorrow? Is it the Nationals?
They're playing the Nationals, and I see my camera starting to lag, so I don't know if it's been doing that for a while, but I just noticed it, so let me switch to the crappy camera. That's going to make me look horrible, but let's do that real quick. They are playing, and they just saw my knees. That's not good. I got to tilt that. But yes, they are playing the Nationals.
Day game tomorrow, or is it later night?
1:10. Probably get there around 11. They're giving away the Jacob deGrom bobblehead tomorrow, actually. So I'm not gonna get there.
Were tickets expensive then? Because when they do those giveaways, they're usually pretty spendy.
It was actually a Christmas gift. My brother, sister. Yeah. So I don't know, but I'm probably not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get there early enough to get that. People get there at like 10 to get that. I'm not doing that.
All right, you have fun tomorrow, man. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
You got it, my man. Thank you so much for the call. I appreciate you calling in, my man.
No problem, man.
All right, have a good one. Have a good one. And now I'm going to get the knees comments. Everybody likes the knees, it seems. If I was gay, I'd pick... Oh, thank you so much. And Lolly's laughing. Lolly's laughing at the knees. I think Lolly likes my knees. I think she's attracted to my knees. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Entertainer? How you doing, my man?
What's going on? Who's this?
It's your boy Nick, man.
Nick, what's up, my man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro.
Big
how you been?
Cleveland guy. I know that. I've been all right, man. Just working a lot, and putting a lot of work in the channel, trying to grow it.
I hear you, man. Your Mets have started out pretty hot.
The Mets are off to a really good start. 6-2. We'll see. And the best part is they're beating up on division teams, which is what you got to do to make the playoffs. You have to beat up on the division teams.
Heck yeah.
So great start.
For sure, man. Yeah, but I just wanted to give a call in. I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks, man. I've been dealing with a move. I hate fucking moving, man. It sucks.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Where'd you end up moving? I forget.
I stayed in Cleveland and just went from a house to another house, but
Yeah, moving's the
Just
worst.
moving-
Moving's the worst. I mean, I'm probably gonna end up moving in the not too distant future, and moving is the worst. I hate that you got to pack everything up and the moving truck. It's annoying. I completely get that.
Oh yeah, it's a pain, man. And now I'm like dealing with like the unpacking. Like that shit always takes forever. Just like I don't even want to do anything. I just want to just hang out and watch everybody stream.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. How about those college games today? What'd you think?
I thought they were pretty good. I don't know about the end of that Virginia. Like I picked Virginia to win in my bracket, and I'm hoping they can pull it out. But I don't know. Like that ending was a little sketchy to me. Like I saw that the dude got kind of bumped, with it like on his way down. You can't really do that. You got to give a guy like room to like come down after a jumper. But I don't know. Like the last couple seconds of that game were just like a little iffy to me. Like it seemed like they kind of controlled the outcome a little bit.
I'm just laughing at the chat. I don't mean to interrupt you there. Somebody's calling me a cock blocker. I don't know who pertaining to who. But I don't know who Rogue Dog's talking about. But I don't block cocks on here. But
How was the guy that talks about dolphins and turtle sex a cock blocker?
If anything, I block people from getting after the Dolphins. But yeah, man. But yeah. So you had the move. Have you been able to keep up with? You're an Indians fan, right?
Yeah.
Have you been able to keep up with them at all?
A little bit. Yeah. I was pumped the other day that Bauer started to have a no-hitter. I'm surprised they took him out though.
Yeah. I honestly didn't get to see it at all because I'm a Met fan. But so what's the story behind that? They took him out. Well, he had a lot of pitches.
I think he probably was past at least 100, but yeah, he was like into the 7th, and they took him out, and he had a no going. I don't know why.
I'll be the first to tell you though. In my opinion, you should probably be happy about that because as a Mets fan, we've only thrown one no hitter. Yohan Santana threw it about I don't know. It's got to be at least 7 years now, 6-7 years ago, and that ruined his career. He was never the same pitcher after that because he threw about 145 pitches, and he blew his arm out, and he was never the same after that. So. I don't blame coaches for not letting them go that deep into games because Yohan Santana, one of the best pitchers in baseball at that point, a lot of people think because they left him in for that no-hitter, it ruined his career.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm looking to see too. Like I'm a little worried. Like out of the Yohan, like the guy that owns the Indians, he never really spends like too much money or like in free agency or doesn't spend it for too long. Like, and the Indians have a history of like trading away like Cy Young candidates or like runner-ups or even winners in the past, like in their 5th or 6th year. So I think either Kluber or Bauer isn't going to be back next year.
Well, you guys traded away Sabathia. You guys traded away Cologne.
Cliff Lee. Jake Westbrook, Masterson.
Oh, Jake Westbrook. I remember Jake Westbrook.
Millwood.
Millwood started with the Braves, though.
Yeah, he was a beast for the Braves. Yeah, then we got him in free agency, but after a couple of years, I think we traded him to like the Rangers or somebody like that.
Right. Yeah, he was really good with the Braves. Millwood. But
yeah, I'm a little worried about him, like going forward, just because, like I said, like the owner doesn't really kind of like re-sign guys too far into their career, and like. Especially pitchers wise, they always get rid of somebody like when they're like coming into like or coming off of a hot year and they like continue to like prove. I'm worried that we're gonna trade Bauer like we have like all those guys we named in the past, and like maybe even not re-sign Kluber and kind of just be stuck with Cookie.
That was. I mean, unfortunately, in baseball, a lot of teams do that. It's a capitalistic league, and the rich always get richer. And Bad Dog brought it up last night when we had a baseball show, and he's absolutely right. The late '90s Yankees, early 2000s Yankees, they didn't really go out and sign other people's players. Now they picked and choose. They got Paul O'Neill, they got Tino, but they had their core, right? Mariano and G. But what the Yankees were able to do was they were able to keep those guys when they reach free agency. They were able to sign Jeter to a mega deal, Mariano, all those guys, Posada, and a lot of teams, like you just said, the Cleveland being one. Most teams, when they aren't able to hold on to all their top players that they bring in from the farm system because they don't have the money.
Yeah, Yeah, the MLB is like that league where like you gotta kind of like play out like your future. You gotta look a couple years ahead and then know you're gonna go on like a 3-year run where you're gonna be in it, and then after that you're gonna kind of like trade away high-priced guys and get prospects, and you're gonna kind of like float between the middle of the league and the bottom of the league for a little while until you can bring up some guys through your farm system.
Unfortunately, that's most teams in Major League Baseball. Now, there's a handful, like the Yankees, that for the most part stay pretty competitive. But that's the Mets in a nutshell. That's what I said last night. They'll give you 2 years, 3 years, and then they'll retool for 5. And then and that's a lot of teams in baseball.
That's why I've always liked the Mets too. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of guilty of being a multi-teamer. Like, I like a little bit of everybody. Like, I'm a Cleveland guy, but I also like the Mariners because Griffey's my favorite player ever.
Griffey's great.
I did like those mid '80s. Like, even though I wasn't born yet, like looking back, like on them, like that, like mid '80s Mets were nasty. Like, they should have really done something.
Oh God! How old are you?
I'm 27.
Oh, so you didn't get to see it? Yeah. But I didn't get to see it either. I'm 33, so I was born in '85. So when I really started watching baseball, they were done. But I mean, those '80s Mets teams, I mean, they should have won at least 3 World Series. They wasted that.
Yeah, they were nasty.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably that '86 Mets team is and the '88 team was really good too. They just didn't win. But that '86 Mets team is probably one of the top 5 or 6 teams ever in the history of baseball. They won 108 games. They walked. Well, they got challenged in the playoffs, but I mean, if they would have lost to Boston, that would have been a crime. I mean, that's how good that team was. So thank God that they won it. But you're absolutely right. They wasted a lot of opportunities because of drugs. Strawberry, Gooden, they both could have been 2 of the greatest players who ever played. And I really appreciate that, Josh, for the super chat. He says, "Who you got, Virginia?" I'm going to take Texas Tech. I really like their defense, the way they've been playing. I think they've played as good as anybody in the tournament, and I'm going to go with Texas Tech. I appreciate the super chat. But anything else, my man?
No, man. Like I said, I've been busy with the move. I just wanted to call in. It's been a couple weeks. I just wanted to hear your voice again, man.
Hey, man. Listen, man. I always appreciate, man. You're great. Not just my channel, the whole sports community. You're great. So I appreciate it, man.
Oh yeah, man. No problem. And take care, my man. Peace, love, and chest hair.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right, take care, man.
Have a good one, my man. And somebody asked me a question. I think Big Blue asked me, who do you all think is better, Darnold or Herbert? Darnold. Definitely. For me, Darnold. But I could get why some people may like Herbert better, but I'd go Darnold. And it's 12:52. We'll wait to see if we get maybe 1 or 2 more callers, and then we're going to call it a night. Maybe we can finally get the GOAT to call in. He's never called in this show. Josh says Herbert. Favorite NFL game? Raphael, I don't know if you asked in the chat, but the Super Bowl, 2007, Giants. No, I know you're joking, but I want to hear you call in. Can you call in and sing? No, Cushman, this is not American Idol. This is not American Idol. Chiefs first, Chargers. All right. I think this is a repeat caller, or maybe not. 603 looks familiar, though. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
Yes, it's a repeat caller.
I mean, if Bobby's not going to start the show, he's damn well going to end it. And, can
I play you something? Can I play you something?
Can you play me something?
Go
ahead.
Go ahead. I got Mark Israel. I got the guy who sounds like Mark Israel. You want? Can I play him for you?
I thought you were gonna you were gonna play me the ice cream truck song, but I guess you're gonna.
No. I want you to hear this guy's voice. Okay? Can I play him?
I just want to read what Big Blue said. I wish I could be in the streams more often, but I just don't have the time during weekdays when you do a lot of. Yeah, no, Big Blue, man. I know that you probably watch the Giants on replay. Big Blue, you are incredible for my channel, man. You don't ever have to apologize. You are so active, and don't think I don't see your comments. I always like to get back to them, but now that I put out a lot of content, unlike when I used to only put out one video and have a preview video and then a post-game and a stream, it takes me a few days to get back to the comments, but I always try to get back to every comment. You're phenomenal for my channel, and a lot of people in here are. But go ahead and play it, man. Play that clip.
Okay, I'll play the clip right now for you guys, okay? So you can hear Mark Israel from Rhoda, okay?
Go ahead.
No. Hello, Carlton.
Goodbye. This is Carlton, your person.
Carlton, please. I have police officers here. I have no time for games. What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to let you know that I'm no longer your doorman.
And don't think I don't see you. What? I always like to get
Don't apologize. I don't hold anything against you. I'm too big a person to bear petty grudges. So I'd just like to leave you with one final thought.
It takes me a few
Didn't that sound like Mark Israel?
Okay, Bobby, I'm gonna break that clip.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
play
break
the
that clip down for you. And I think that I get the resemblance to Mark Israel. He has the monotone voice, and I actually think the female sounded a little bit like you.
Yeah, well, I always have a high-pitched voice. That's Rhoda. Yeah, well, they always call me Jerry Lewis.
I'm just messing with you. Bobby.
No, they always call me Jerry Lewis. That's who I'm compared to, Jerry Lewis.
But
that's what they always call me, Jerry Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think he sounds like the other guy? My friend. Mark.
I think that he does sound. I get the resemblance. I do get the
Because
resemblance.
every time he calls in, I remember that show because I'm so old.
Yes.
And then it sounds like Mark Israel all the time.
I could get it. I get the resemblance. I really do. I do get the resemblance, and like I said, it might be you two fighting in that clip because I think you sound.
Well, it always was like he picked on me today, calling what's it called? Oh, he asks the most interesting questions, you know.
Yeah.
He makes fun of me all the time, so
Yeah, no,
it's
it's all good fun, and you guys bring a lot to this show because everybody always likes to hear you guys go back and forth. So, you guys are entertaining. You are. You guys are entertaining.
Yeah, I try to be. Oh, tomorrow you got to put mayonnaise on your hot dog.
Bobby, I should hang up on you for saying that. I wouldn't.
No, I know, no. I want to tell you why. Do you ever see Kings of Queens?
I do.
When they went to Shay and.
But Bobby, before you go on, a lot of people have weird fears. A lot of people are scared of bugs, heights, being killed, drowning, fire. My biggest fear is mayonnaise. I think it's disgusting. I think it's repulsive. I don't want to be within 100 yards of mayonnaise. I wouldn't put it on anything, let alone a hot dog.
I know, but do you see Kings of Queens when Doug put it on his?
I've never seen that. I know you love King of Queens. I think you've probably seen, because you mentioned that show a lot. Bobby,
yeah, I love that show.
I feel like your day consists of chasing Mr. Softy and watching King.
I don't have one up here.
And watching King of Queens on replay every day. I think that.
Oh, I love that show. No, I remember all in my head. I don't have to replay them all the time. I remember every episode in my head almost. So.
Right.
And I love my sports too.
Yes, I know you love.
That's why I like to call you. I call up all the talk shows. You says I have my.
No, you're great. You're great, man. You add a lot to the channel. The whole sports community. Everybody likes when you call in.
You gotta have me on as a guest soon too. I have my own channel too. You gotta have me on your show,
Bobby. I'm gonna be honest. You might steal some of the ladies from me with your voice and with your personality.
No, I probably scared ladies away with my voice.
No,
yes,
Whitney loves you.
Yes, I do.
Whitney loves you, Bobby.
Who?
Whitney.
Oh, I love her too.
I know you do.
She's got a beautiful voice.
I know.
She's not in the chat. Was she in the chat before?
She was. I know she was not in.
Hey, you got a thing. Oh no, they didn't beep. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes. Well, you heard the muffler. That's. I mean, somebody just joined the channel.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
And I just want to ask Lolly something. I see her putting in a lot of ducks. That's like the third time I've seen her type in the duck. What does the duck mean, Lolly? But Bobby, anything else before I let you go?
No, I just wanted to share that clip with you to show you how he did sound like the guy from Rhoda.
He does.
I had to put it in there.
Oh, the duck means Bobby. Okay, I guess she thinks he sounds like a duck. Big Blue.
Oh, yeah. No. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
Disco Duck. Remember that movie, Disco Duck?
So it's fine that somebody thinks you sound like a duck. I think you sound like a duck. If that's fine, I'll tell you right now. I think you sound just like a duck. Actually, when I go to the zoo next time, when I hear the ducks quack, I'm actually gonna think that you're behind me. You actually do.
Like Donald Duck, Donald Duck. Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine. Everybody calls me. Well, they call me. I told you, Jerry Lewis.
Right.
That's who everybody thinks of.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But Bobby, I'm gonna let you go, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. No. Thank you. I appreciate for you taking my second one.
All right.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for calling in.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, my man.
Bye now.
Have a good one. And Cushman's gonna call in, and I think this is probably my last call because he's gonna be a lunatic. Entertainer, have you worked on your next Gettleman video? Mike, no, I have not yet. I'm probably gonna do one more though. No, I just think that the emoji is cute. Oh, Lolly just likes ducks. What's going on, Cushman? And now all of a sudden, as I'm getting ready to close out, these people just call in now. Where were you before? What's up, Cushman? Let's hear you make something silly. I'm sure you're gonna sing. What's up?
All right, yeah, I was trying to sing, trying to get the gills down, so that when I sing my beautiful song for Entertainer, he will appreciate more. So this is a song that got stuck in my head because my sister plays it every single time, and it's actually at first I thought it was like a bad song, but like the more I listen to it, like I like feel it, and like I don't know, it's kind of random, but it was just the most recent song that stuck in my head. So I'm gonna sing it for you, Entertainer. It's by some Australian dude. It's like a breakup song.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna try to sing it without the lyrics because it's really stuck in my head that like I can like recite it. I think, but like if I need to look, like I'll look.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I'm sure this is gonna be great. By the way, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. All right. I look up from the ground and to see you're sad. I can't sing. I can't. I was singing so good, but now that I'm on phone, I'm like choking. All right, let me try again. I look up from the ground to see your sad and teary eyes. You look away from me, and I see.
Cushman, that was great. Goodbye. Good rendition. There. I'm gonna let you go.
No. One more try. One more try?
Go ahead.
All right. I look up from the ground to see your sad and teary eyes. You look away from me, and I see there's something you're trying to hide. And I can't do it.
That was great, Cushman. Cushman, you need a career on Broadway. That was great, Cushman. Thank you so much for that. You brighten up my day. That was great. Have a good one. Who laughs like that? And we're going to wrap this up in a second. We'll take one more. See if somebody calling in here. What's going on? You're on live. Thank you for calling in.
What's up? It's Nations.
What's up, Nations? How you doing, my man? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hey, bruh, so look, do you think Devin White can fall to the
Why are you laughing? Are you still
Because
laughing?
my ears hurt, bro. Oh my god.
Oh, Nations, man, Nations. I love this kid. I love this kid. Do I think Devin White could fall to the Giants? No, I don't. I honestly think the Bucks will take him.
You think so?
I really do. Yeah.
Right, and everybody in the chat, right, Kyler Murray is better than Dwayne Haskins. I'm serious, I'm not joking.
I know you love Kyler Murray. You're a big Kyler guy.
He's better than Dwayne Haskins.
We're gonna find out.
We will.
We're gonna find out.
That's why he's going first overall. He's the best quarterback in his class.
He's going first overall because Kingsbury thinks he fits his offense well. That's why he's
going
first.
He's the best quarterback.
We're gonna find. I mean, in college he was.
Yeah, so far. So it projected, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, look. Do you think so? I don't even know what I'm about to say. All right. So look, do you think that? All right, never mind. I'll see you. When's your next call in the show? Monday.
Monday, I'm actually going to do the play-by-play for the national championship, I think.
Oh, the national championship's on Monday.
Yeah.
Isn't it like the Alabama people versus like I don't know.
It's
who's playing?
It's Virginia versus Texas Tech.
Oh, basketball, right?
Yeah, the March Madness final national championship.
Oh, all right. I'll see you on your next call show.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much for the call, my man. Nations is dying. He's still laughing. He's still laughing.
Oh God.
All right, buddy.
I'll see you later.
All right, my man. Have a good one.
You too.
I love that kid. But guys, it is 1:05. I got to get up to go to a baseball game tomorrow. So I'm going to close it out. I just want to say I had a lot of fun there at the end of that show. We had some laughs. Haskins threw... Yeah, no, I like Haskins. You don't got to tell me, man. I like Haskins. He's phenomenal. But I just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in. Texas Liberty, love you. Cushman, the GOAT. We had fun at the end. Chris Sinor. I know you're not calling. Cushman, why are you apologizing? Your laugh's adorable. You sound like a hyena. But thank you guys so much for the stream. I really appreciate it. And I'm a bum. Last Jedi's back. Last Jedi, I'm saying my goodbyes. But Jeremy, man, have a good one. And have fun tomorrow, Mr. Entertainer. Lollymac, I appreciate that. Have fun with your ducks. Yeah, I know you love your ducks, so have fun with your ducks. And let's go network, yeah. You guys have a great night. I had a lot of fun tonight. And thank you for tuning in, guys.